Hello. Welcome, gamers. How we feeling? Are we feeling good? We feeling right? We feeling like we're gaming? Welcome to Genshin Impact. We're going to be progressing the Archon quests. We're gonna be entering Sumeru. Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. Hello, hi. I didn't fix my arms. They're still really long. I don't know why I'm up so late. Same. Like it's so late for me. It's like 6 p.m. You know. It's I should be in bed now by now. I'm a boomer. What do you mean? But yeah. Hello. Hi. It is I. At least my chat is working. I like the look of my chat working. My keyboard isn't RGB on the keys. Only on the light bar. Oh really? Oh damn. GB Kami, yes, GB, hello, hi. I've had this model for quite a while, but I decided to use it for this stream because otherwise I don't know how else to use it without channel point redeems. So I thought, anytime I make variations of my model or whatever, I'll just randomly wear them. Like for example, if we're doing a cleaning stream, I'll whip out the maid outfit, whatever, stuff like that. It adds some variety to each stream. That way you're not seeing the exact same model every time. You get something new flavor. Cries in 4 AM. Damn, holy shit. That's 4 AM for you? That's fucking insane. Insane in the membrane, crazy in the brain. Yeah, I've also got my dog with me, to which I think she actually wants out, so I might just kick her out actually. You've been in here too long, stinky. Okay, jump down. Because you're heating up my lap. Get out. Go, leave, flee. Oh, that's like, ooh, that's hitting my mic. No! There we go, bye. I've got like the main heater on my room, so I think she was being like gassed alive in here. I like a very hot climate. I need to like climatize myself down to like the cold a bit more because I like the heat too much. But when you've got like a poodle that doesn't, I don't know, champ. That doesn't quite work out the same. Anyways, BRB, okay, take your time. Until then, we're going to be going to Genshin Impact. Oh, it's so laggy. Oh no. Let me fix this. There we go. Oh no, I'm suddenly on the I'm weirdly on the side of the screen. No, let me fix it. There we go. Oh, that is not me. That is me. There we go. Hey, Lamau. I think I fixed it. Yeah, we did. Okay, good. I fixed it, Chad. I fixed it. I also need to fix the you know when like chat comes up to the top, to the top here, and like the little icon that says the word chat with the grapes, how chat normally like overlays on top of that. I need to fix that. I keep saying I go to fix it and then I never do. I'm gonna fix it this time. I've been on a roll with fixing shit behind the scenes and working on shit behind the scenes. I feel like I'm actually for once making fucking progress. You know how like you work on stuff and it's like, ah shit, like I feel like I know I'm making progress, but it feels like I'm making zero progress because you're not like seeing the progress immediately in front of your face.
To stay cooped up inside all the time.
Now finally, Gesundheit. Now finally, I'm making progress and I can actually see the fucking progress. Like, the secret project I'm making, right? For years, that had a placeholder logo because I wanted the logo to fit, but I didn't feel like my skills in making logos was that good yet. And I wanted to wait until like I knew kind of what the fuck I was doing logo-wise. And then I kind of forgot that I needed to make a logo. So it was just this blue-looking font. This blue font that I made years ago. And for 3 years, that was the logo. And I was like, it's kind of boring. So last night, I sat down and I had a good crack at it for like, I don't know, 3 to 5 hours. got stuck on it because there was like 2 elements I wanted it to have, and I couldn't fit one of the elements in, and then the other one it wouldn't fit in. I was like, oh, this is fucking hectic. But I finally made it work, and I'm actually proud of it. Yeah. I can't show it yet though. I can't show it yet. So, okay, I know I always say, like, I would save, like, talking about the secret project, for the super secret streams that I do, right? So that way, like, members and whatever the fuck, you know, can have something to look back on, yada yada, you know? But fuck it, I'm gonna talk about it here, just very quickly. So with the stuff with the super secret project, there has been a change. A little change. Only a little step back, right?
Where's my...
Because if people don't realize, it was all gonna be like 3D models like this, right? And then I realized pretty quickly the budget I was working with, which is bugger all, would not work. And then I realized, Numpty Dumpty, you literally have the skills to draw, and a lot of stuff that gets drawn into comic form gets adapted into, like, animated shit. Like, start small, go big. So that's kind of what that stage is at now. To which, that means I can pretty much start production straight away. I don't have to, like, make assets and shit. It also means I have to learn less, because, like, I can take my time with it as well, which is good. So it meant, like, last night when I was working on it, I saw, like, immediate progress. And I was like, yes, finally, fuck! Finally! After so long!
Where's my...
Because it was going to come across an issue where basically stuff was going to either get lost in the formatting, because, you know, when you go from 2D to 3D, you do lose certain creative aspects. Hold on, I'm just going to unzip my jacket. I know this is going to sound really weird. Oh my god, I'm not wearing a zip on my model! Oh, where's the zip?
The ability to
I don't know!
appreciate beauty is an important virtue.
But yeah, like, I just distracted myself, holy shit. But yeah, like,
Where's my...
I felt like, with certain stuff, like, I do want it to be, like, animated at one point. But I sat there sitting on it for weeks, which is why there's only been one super secret stream, right? Because I have been working on it in the background. Like, I work on it quite regularly. Like, I at least dedicate, like, 10 hours a week to it, right? Which, to some people, is a lot. I don't think it's enough. But whatever. It's just my crazy brain doing crazy things. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room filled with rats. But yeah, I was like, maybe I need to take a step back, because the budget, you know, the budget I'm working with, which is basically anything I earn, like through, like, I don't know, actual jobs, quote unquote, actual jobs, you know, that would be the budget, and a lot of the work that would normally be put on multiple people would be on the one bozo, aka me. So I thought, well, you know, because for a while I was sitting on the fence of like, oh, do I want it as a comic? Do I want it as animated? And then I was sitting there and I realized, why not have my cake and eat it too? I can technically, if I'm smart, I can technically have both. I can have my cake and eat it too. I just need to be smart about it. So I planned it out and I was like, wait, this is already written where it can be easily adapted into a comic. So yeah, that's kind of where it is at now. To which, that means technically you guys get to see it sooner rather than like in a couple years. It means that technically, if I push myself, I can get pretty much the first episode out, like, not by the end of the year, because like we're at like what month is it? It's like August. Like, I reckon if I push myself, I can have like it out by March. And that's if everything goes according to plan, right? That's if everything goes according to plan. Okay? And then through natural, like, people reading it and finding it, discovering it, advertising, da-da-da-da. And then naturally it would create its own budget, which would fund the animated side of the project. To which, then it's just recycling from there,
The ability
you know?
to appreciate beauty is an important virtue.
And then all of that, you could have, like, the manga readers versus the anime viewers discussion. Because that would be fun as well. You know, people would get to see how stuff gets adapted in the animated version differently to the comic, you know? That's basically where I'm at with the project, though. Just to give a mini update. Because like I don't normally talk about the project anywhere. I don't even talk about it with friends. I very much have gatekept the project because I also want like people around me to enjoy
Where's my
it, you know? Like I don't want people to be like, you know, I don't like do the common artist thing and go like around being like, oh my god, these are all my OCs and like here's my little gamer goos, here's my little gamers, and this is their adventure and this is their story, this is their plot, da 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 da, and spoil it all. Because then what if my friends like the story, right? And then they go, oh, well, we know what's gonna happen because you told us. Or you get that one situation where someone else who is also a creative goes, this is a cool idea, it's mine now. Like, those are my two biggest fears with the project, so I've literally, other than for research purposes, I've told no one.
Where's
Like, people don't even know who the main cast are. Like, I've pretty much gatekept that. I've actually, like, a year or two ago, I went around on my social medias, like my old social media, like old DeviantArt, old everything, and deleted all the old artwork of the characters from the series that will be featured in it, because some had like little tidbits of like, this is this name and this is what they do, and it's like, let's delete that right now. Because for context, this project I've been working on started in 2016 and originally was going to be like produced in 2018, like 2 years later, but I sat on the idea and I was like, wait, no. Wait, let him cook. And I'm actually glad I did that, because like there's a lot of elements in there that would have been a miss had I like produced it at the time.
But there's still room for improvement.
Like they wouldn't have hit as hard as if I waited, because at the time as well I was very new to storytelling and stuff like that. Like I've written stories and stuff, but like I haven't published them because a lot of them are pretty bad. But like I'm getting to the stage creatively with my art where I'm actually starting to like my art again. There's like there's a scientific term for it where basically like artists will first, when they start, they like their art, then there's a downward spike of like, oh, I'm not very good, others are better than me, I'm very envious, and then there's a spike up where it's like, holy shit, I made that? Oh my god, I like my art, you know? And I'm pretty much at the spike part where I'm starting to like my art again, which is good. That is good. You know? I'm starting to see the quality which I'm producing, which means that if I were to start the project now, I would be more inclined to push myself to work on it even harder, add little details, whereas in the past I probably would skip on certain details, like, oh, I'm not good at that, oh, I'm not good at drawing hands, I'll skip over that, whereas now I'm not afraid of fucking hands. Hands are easy, I love drawing hands. Feet, on the other hand, I'm scared of that. I don't know how to draw shoes. One way to draw shoes, though, draw them. But yeah. Hello, roar! Hello! Anyways, enough updates. To Genshin we go. So I decided, because Fontaine's gonna be out, I think they said in a week? I don't know. What the fuck is this? Go to the lower levels of the chasm. Well, I don't want to do that. So let's go to Sumeru. Why is this laggy? We'll just go to this portal. I've already unlocked all of Sumeru anyway, so but like, yeah, I just felt like giving a mini update, so to speak, because I know there are some people that like care a little bit, and it's like, I know I haven't got much of a following, but like, I'm sure there's gonna be some people that either now or in the future watching the VODs, they're gonna come back to this and be like, wow, holy shit, you know, it went through this stage, it went through this stage, and I only know that because I like looking at that. Like, for example, VivCipop, right? I know a lot of people don't like VivCipop, whatever, don't care, didn't ask. But, VivCipop, I like going back on all their old content, because I followed them back in 2016, right? I discovered them, was it 2016? When they did the Die Young stuff, that's how I found them, and then I read their comic Zoophobia, and then they started talking about, you know, the Has Been Hotel stuff, the Alice in Wonderland thing, which I think they dropped. They started talking about all that sort of stuff, and I got hyped, right? And so, oh my goodness, Birdie, hello! Oh, goodbye. But yeah, like, I want to see, like, all this stuff where, like, the creator themselves goes, oh yeah, it went through this developmental phase, you know? It went through this developmental phase. And, I don't know, I just feel like it would fit. Oh, I don't need you telling me... Oh, wait, I need to adjust the settings. Something is like... It's... The game is lagging my end as well. Is that loud enough for you guys? Can you hear, like, the game properly if I turn the game up? Okay, I'll put it up to 7. Tell me if that's too loud.
It's good to get out and stretch your legs once in a while.
Okay, that's
yeah,
that's
stay
decent.
cooped up inside all
I can tell by like how. Okay, thank you, Kaya, for talking. You helped me there. Big mushroom. Okay, I know we're kind of going backwards because normally you're meant to be coming out of the chasm into this section here, but like whatever. Oh my god, Chibi Cam, I know, right? I'm just a little gamer guy. I'm just a little gamer guy. A little gamer goo. Okay, anyways, on to Sumeru. Damn. Oh my god, we're entering Sumeru, guys. Finally, we're doing the Archon quest.
Our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Fog! Oh, I didn't have auto on.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Yeah. Who are you?
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
Oh. Hello?
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers.
Yeah.
Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh?
Oh.
Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Yeah, calm down. It's probably nothing, but it's a very much a reason
Well,
she's ignored us.
Even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we
Okay.
get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's go.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Did she go up here? Well, there's a little thing up here.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
Yeah, she went up there.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
Hey, yo, don't judge
What
someone's
do we do
house.
now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Sure, let's give it
Alright
another
then.
shot.
It's not
We're
like
lost,
we have
so we need
anyone
to
else
ask
we
for,
can ask.
like,
Even if
advice.
she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What a lovely smell. It's
Yeah.
coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Yeah. What? Whoa.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
It's the smell. It's something's not right. What do you mean? Whoa.
Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Whoa. I've got to get out of here. I think I'm gonna pass out. What's happening to me? What have you done?
Traveler, this is no time for a nap.
Hello? Well, that's not good. Hello? I'm in darkness. Hello. What? Whoa. It's a square! Squares! Okay, where are we? Sheesh! Where's Paimon? Paimon, I'm scared. Tree's fuzzy. See that? The tree's all fuzzy. What happens if we like jump off the edge? Like, do we just teleport back? Oh. It's so pretty. Wait, this was the tree that was burning in that video. Oh shit! Wait, is this Irminsul? Is that what this is? Is this Irminsul? Wait, the squares. Is this where the unknown god is as well? I feel like this is Irminsul because we always get the branches of Irminsul and the thing that leads around. Is this like the tree and then the roots go through Teyvat? Is that what this is? Oh my god, just... This has to be Irminsul, yeah? Well, forget me. What? This has to be Irminsul, yeah? Huh? Hello? What was that? Where am I? Are you sure?
Serious?
Oh my god, it's something I don't have to read.
For a long time now. Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Baby.
Oh, are you awake now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness, Traveler, you're finally awake.
Aw, she actually cares for us. Where am I?
Well, we're at. Good question. Where are we? Hanya was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is. This is
Alright, back.
Naruto.
Welcome back.
It was
It's my
originally
favorite
built by
character from the
scholars
Genshin
Sumeru
comics.
as a place to rest in
Collide.
the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations.
Oh,
My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Oh, thank you.
No thanks are necessary. I
What?
didn't
Thank
do anything
you.
really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
No, I seem to be fine except this taste in my mouth. It's so bitter.
That's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting.
Ew.
He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I
Tainari,
forget,
right?
Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Next, I think her master is Tainari.
Whoops.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Oh,
Sorry, Master.
why'd she drop it?
Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Okay. Oh. That NPC looks cool. Actually looks like a forest archer person.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Yeah. Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher
Hello.
Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
Yay!
I already informed Paimon
you
about
get
the
to
reason
hear
you
her
fell
new
unconscious
voice.
earlier.
You
But
get to
now
hear the
that
new voice
you're
for the
awake,
Tainari quest
let me
line.
explain
Yes,
it
that
for
is
you
why
as
I
well.
waited.
It
It's
is
so
common
weird
practice
how,
for
like,
Sumeru
they didn't give him a
scholars of
voice
certain darshans
until, like, well
to
after its
dedicate
release. Funny
themselves
about
to
that,
training
huh?
and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby
Oh, it's
forests.
kind of funny about that.
While
Oh.
meditating, they use
Wonder
a
what that
certain
was. He
incense
just
known as
didn't have a
spirit
voice when he
corneal
launched. What do
to
you
help
mean?
calm their minds
What?
as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions,
I was
two
gonna
followed a
progress it,
scholar
but then
named
when the
Hypatia into her
situation
cave.
that happened,
The
I
incense
waited
you
a
smelled
bit.
inside was the spirit corneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most
I waited
people,
until I was used to the
but for a
voice
very
and well
select
adjusted
few,
to it,
can
and
have
then went
profound
in with it.
effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Very
that all
good.
makes sense,
Now,
thank you.
answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body
take this jacket off. It
experiences,
is so
or
hot in
did
my
you
room.
see anything while unconscious?
I should actually make it a feature on my model where if I'm actually hot IRL and need to take my jacket off, I take my VTuber's jacket off as well.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Okay, nice. So we're stealing Tainari's bed. You can have your
Wait,
bed.
hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Oh,
Further observation?
but we need to get to Sumeru
No
City.
need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What?
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you?
Yeah.
So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky.
Well then,
For
Paimon
now,
should get a
I
sword and
suggest you
defend
continue
me,
taking your
motherfucker.
medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind
I'm
of
curious
smell.
how much you know about the
Okay.
Sumeru story. Only like sections of it. I've kept myself pretty spoiler free. But I want to progress through to it because ever since the game started, Sumeru and Fontaine were my most hyped regions. Like, I was most excited for those two regions. And the fact that we're about to get both of them, I feel like now's the perfect time to play them and get back into Genshin Impact now that both are getting released.
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Bet.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru. We're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
Okay.
Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is I don't think what I saw were
You mean
hallucinations.
The vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. I think it's Irminsul because, like, it was a giant white tree and everything linked to Irminsul are like
Well,
white logs.
Considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But
Pretty
why
sure it's
didn't you say
Irminsul.
anything about it to
I'm calling it.
Kainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
I don't think that's the case. He probably wasn't telling us the truth, yeah.
You mean that Kainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly, Nick. Let's get to the bottom of this gang.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
Fuck yeah.
But it seems like asking Kainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's start by having a chat with
Good
Kolai.
idea. Kali's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm curious how you'll process certain parts of the story then. Oh god. I only know like tidbits. Like, I know that there's like a thing called the Akasha Terminal that's like the equivalent of like how they get knowledge on their ears. I know that the Archon's a child. I know that and that she's meant to be like the genie in the lamp sort of situation. I know that we're gonna see Scaramouche here, which I'm kind of hyped as well. I know what his boss is, by the way. I can't remember anything else. I'm not that spoiled. I've kept it pretty down low. For you guys. Oh my god, Chip Cammy is so cute. Thank you. Wait. I am aware you sell good shit. And I want the good shit. I'd like some fresh meat. Yeah, sure, your meat. Yeah, I want your meat. Yeah. Where is it? Give me that. Yeah, I know where to get the good shit. Dumbass. Foul. Okay, we'll just take all your chicken. As well as all your eggs, give them to me. Give them to Puppy. There we go. Nice. Good, good. You don't know then? Yeah. Oh god, you're making me a bit nervous though. I do know a little bit about certain characters as well, like Cave, Sino, I know there's a desert thing.
Not bad.
But other than that, like, very little, I have very little
careful.
information.
Understand?
Yes, I will.
Unless I get reminded of certain
way,
stuff,
Master,
most of it I've
I
either
still haven't
forgotten
received
or
the
I just don't
patrol
know
route
of.
for today.
Look, Kale. Today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Is there something we can help
Yeah!
with?
Since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Yeah.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
What? No, I don't want to clean.
Benari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest
Why?
now.
What was he yelling?
I'll leave any further details to Kale.
He wasn't that far
Yes,
away.
You can count on me.
Unless something he's dealing with is really important.
What exactly are we going to be doing today? Kanari mentioned cleaning the statue.
Oh god, my
just
nose is
now,
so itchy.
That doesn't really sound like a job for a ranger.
It's really itchy. I've been like silently scratching it this entire time.
They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest
Yeah,
facilities.
I think it's all
ensuring
scratched
fire
out.
prevention
I've been like
standards are met,
quietly scratching it this
providing
entire
assistance to
time, being like,
traveling
come on, man,
locals.
stop getting itchy.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Okay, nice.
I'm on
Oh, I do
traveler.
know about Kolai's story because before I played
You can leave
Genshin
the
Impact,
task
I
of
read
checking
all
the
the
links to me.
comics.
In
So
the
just
meantime,
that
you
heads
two
up
can
too.
keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Oh, there's a thing up here. I kind of want to get this before running to the quest. Where is it? Wait, whoa! Ooh. It's under this bridge, isn't it? Let me take a look.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I know you're fine. Is it up, maybe? In the tree, in the
No
tree,
problem,
it's in the tree! Doggy! Pet! Oh, it's in the fucking tree. Oh, we can skip that. We'll come back to it later. I do know about Kave's storyline, but that hasn't got much to do with the Archon quest. So like, he's pretty much like, I know it's post Archon quest, which is kind of sad because as of right now, he's one of my favorite characters. Okay, so what we go down here? There's a big fat animal
Nothing
here.
wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Okay.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Oh. Oh, it's like fallen over? Okay, I see. That one's like leaning.
No problems with this lamp. Good.
Okay. Oh! Can we skip it? Oh, good. We're not going to those guys, thank God. What are these guys doing over here? Is that what the
Statue
question
of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
I'm a terrific climber.
I guess I'll leave it up to you then. Hyman will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
Yeah.
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh.
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Yeah, does it coincide with
According
Conria?
to what Masters
Yeah.
told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Okay.
Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh?
Oh.
You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah. Should you know?
I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry. We understand.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Oh, cute.
Because you two know Amber, right?
Oh, shit.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Outright of the Knights
Yes,
of
that's
Favonius?
her.
Yeah.
I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and
Just
she
like
helped
in
me
the
a lot
comics.
during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's
Aw.
no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
So.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outsider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't
Oh
help
no,
but
my
be
eyes
enthralled
glitch
by
into
her
my
charm and
cheeks.
enthusiasm,
No.
causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Never seen this side of you, Coli.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Oh, and our
In
description.
one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
Aw. That's
That's
okay.
alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Sarastana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
To find my sister.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
You're
Don't
welcome.
mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Face. Ah. There we go. Can I just teleport to it? I don't want to climb that. I've already gotten this, Margot. Am I not allowed to? Whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa! Game's freezing. Oh. Uh-oh. My Genshin broke. Hey, Lamau. Climb. We have definitely just climbed this. Yeah. What do you mean?
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Maybe Lesser Lord Kusanali, because it's smaller.
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Yeah.
Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Okay. We're being put to work.
Nice work. That's one clean.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut her off. Oh shit. Worship statue. Is there anything I can give to this statue? Damn, no. I don't got shit. Oh, I should switch in the traveler to get the thing, right? To get Dendro powers. I should do that. Do I have a team where... Oh, I'm still on my anti-pyro team. Do I have a traveler team? I don't. I should switch to my main team. It's so laggy. Why is it so laggy? Okay. Deploy my main team. Oh, I had anti-pyro out because I'm farming the little mushroom people, and D-Luke will go against that farming because I need it to be not affected by pyro. That's why. Okay, I remembered now. Hold on, wait. It's fine there. I can switch out Barbara for... I've heard of Obsky Mocap, and it's very small as well. Is that the, Is that the new trackers? No.
There's still a long road ahead.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah, Statue of the Seven. Can I resonate? Resonate with Dendro. There we go. We're green! We're green! We were never Electro to begin with! I now have to change his fucking build. Okay. A sense of flora. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh my god, why is this so laggy? Dendro Traveler is decent if you don't have much in the way of Dendro appliers. That's fair. Yeah, because I remember when this first came out, there wasn't many Dendros. I think it was Kolai first, and then Tainari? And they were the only two Dendro people. Let me drop down. He's built entirely Geo, so I should fix that. Why is it so laggy? Okay, so he does that. Okay. My Genshin is having a field day. I think I should restart Genshin. Hold on. I'm gonna restart Genshin. Oh, I can't switch scenes. Oh, is it my entire computer acting up? Okay, let me close Genshin. There we go. Okay. Alt F4. Just force it to shut down entirely. I'll just completely restart it. Because if it's acting up, I don't want it to like kill the entire stream, you know what I mean? And if we enter a battle, I don't want it to like be that laggy while I'm in a fight. I don't know about you, chat, but I don't want it to be like lagging. Oh my god, it's still open. I Alt F4'd it. It's still open. I'm just gonna spam it till it's like force close. There we go. Yeah, now let me pull up Task Manager as well, just to see if everything is alright. Maybe we've got something running in the background. Hold on, we gotta diagnose. I got surgery. Open stat. Oh, fan art contest. Yelan. Oh, when does that finish? Hold on, wait. Get this shit out of my face. Memory's high, CPU high, power usage high. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll take a look at that after stream. Some fan art contests. Okay, seems to be alright. I'll put this down here just in case. Okay, let's launch this again. We'll try again. Maybe it's because I had it open on idle for so long before I started the stream and that maybe it's fucking up. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna wait for it to open now. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. So, like, I think not today, but yesterday morning, I did something to my neck. So my neck, like, I can't really look to the right. I like pulled the, you know, like the muscle, like that goes from your skull all the way to the shoulder. It was like really sore. I had like heat packs on it and I took painkillers and everything. It's doing better today, but yesterday I was literally like up and down from bed like, I'm dying. And I genuinely never had that before. So I didn't know it was because I slept funny. So at first I was like, oh no, I gotta go to hospital. Until I started asking people around me like, hey, I've never had this happen before. What the fuck am I experiencing? They're like, Cam, you've slept funny. I'm like, oh. Like, goddamn. Who knew sleeping funny in your bed would fuck up your neck, bro? It felt great when I laid down for the first time and I was like actually letting it rest because there was like no pain, but like now it's just at a constant ache because yesterday it was like really bad. Like those times where I was like, ah! But now it's fine. Oh my god, this is taking forever to open right now. Can you open quicker? Come on, Genshin! Open faster! We got a stream to do! Yeah, let me take a sippy sip of my water. Warning before playing. Nah, not responding. Oh, good. Just what I want to see. I just realized why I'm itchy in the face. It's because I've had some soft drink and I'm technically allergic to soft drink. I'm having no hives. This is the early warning. I thought, oh yeah, I'll have some soft drink. What could go? Oh, hives, rashes. Remember, Cam, you're allergic. Oops, that's okay. I'm just loading it up now. It's so laggy still. Why are you lagging? Why can't you be fucking normal? Why can't you be fucking normal? Obscure is made by Accent, so yes, it's the new mocap system. Ooh, nice. I'll have to look into that. Is that the one where like each tracker is like a different color kinda with a little black dot in the center? Because I think I've seen those online. They look really cool. This is so laggy. What the fuck? Why is it laggy? I don't understand. It's like lagging my entire PC. I hope it's not lagging the stream because it looks fine on my end. I can't even open Windows. It's literally not responding again. I just want to stream Genshin, shin. I just want to stream Genshin. First it was Fortnite. When I used to stream that, my streams would crash, and now when I play Genshin, no matter what I do to fix it, it fucking dies. It fucking dies. However, cost 2,000, and it's in US. Oh, so 2,000 US. Damn, that's fucking expensive. What the hell? Oh, okay. There we go. Are you finally open? How many minutes has it been? It's probably been like 10 minutes of me just closing the program just to open it, and it's just let me in. Let me in. Oh my god, my neck is so itchy. No, it's because I drank soft drink. That's what's happened. Oh my god. So dumb. I am dumb. Dumb. It's fine. I was tempted by the soft drink gods. And now I pay the price. By being itchy because I'm fucking allergic. I won't be sent to hospital or anything. Like, it's not that type of allergy where it's like, hospital stat! But it's like the type where I'm just in mild discomfort. Oh my god, just open Genshin. Like, come on, man. Every time I stream Genshin, there's a fucking problem. And I love Genshin Impact. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Bad, smelly. Actually, just work. Do your job. Stream the fucking game. Stream the fucking game. You haven't even done anything! You're literally just opening! You haven't even done anything! You're in a loading screen! It's constantly going through, like, not responding. Responding. Not responding. Responding. Like, please, just... Why can't you open? You work fine when I'm not live, but when I am live, it is suddenly a big dealio. Respond, damn it! Ah. Oh my goodness, this sucks ass. You know what doesn't lag? Honkai Star Rail. Please. This was meant to be a Genshin Impact stream, and it lagged. It hasn't even been an hour, and it's like died on me. That is actually really depressing. It's always when I stream Genshin too. I don't know why it does that. Let me take a look. So memory's at 78, so it's mainly the memory that's gone fucking nuts. But even then, that should be fine still. Have I got like useless shit open? EA is open. Fuck off. Epic Games is open. Fuck off. And that's it. That's literally all there is in the background. That's like useless. Even then, they shouldn't be doing that much. Yeah, now it's gone down like... You know, it's back the same. It's still just... There are 2 icons on the screen. They're gone again. Damn! They were the 2 like symbols of like the loading screen, and then they're gone again. Oh my god, please just... Oh, they're back again. Oh, three symbols. Hold on, I'll show it, You can see the chaos. 3 symbols! Come on, Genshin. I believe in you, Genshin. Load! Genshin, load! Oh, we're getting a bit of the 4th. Oh. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. My internet's fine as well, so I know it's not internet. go, chat! Look, oh, hype! Oh my god, it's loading so fucking slow! My internet is fine! It's the game! It's the game! Oh my god. Ooh! Come on, we're almost there, chat. One more! The geo symbol! Come on! Woo! Hey, Lore! You gonna open now? Hey! Holy shit, that took ages! What the hell? What the fuck? Imagine just wanting to stream Genshin, but you can't because this game's fucking dog when it comes to being, like, optimized.
Scatter!
Okay, that's better, so we can see his abilities now. Oh, my mouse is not... It's not clicked into Genshin. There it is. There we go. I could have, like, accidentally clicked, like, end stream or something. Like, my mouse was not in Genshin itself. Okay, let's go up here. Let's swap Barbara back in. We need a healer. Oh, it's... Oh, chat. It's running so much smoother now. It did need the restart. Nice. Okay, good. So I took a look at his abilities. Obviously, can't get a good look at them all, but it's fine.
Holly, we're back!
Hi, Colai! Welcome again. Oh shit, I got oil.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
That sounds really good. Not gonna lie, I would eat the fuck out of, like, Sumeru food. No! Not on the
Don't
ground!
worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Nice. Oh my god, my fringe is, like, coming out of my headset. Get
Paimon
back in
nearly
there,
had
you
a
bastard.
heart attack there.
Pita's... I would love to eat a pita right now.
These are amazing!
Like,
You're
fun
quite
fact,
the
my
cook,
favorite
Kale.
foods, excluding, like,
goodness you
Asian,
wrapped them in paper.
foods, like noodles and
Paimon
stuff,
wouldn't
I
have been able
really
to
like
sleep at night
Italian,
knowing something
Greek,
so tasty had been
not
wasted.
Italian, Greek,
You
Turkish,
really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon.
and
Since
like
you liked it so much, I'll be sure to
Middle
give you a
Eastern,
copy of the recipe
basically like
sometime.
Middle Eastern
I'll even
food.
include all my
I really
personal
like
cooking
it. It's
pointers.
like, I
So
don't know
you'll
how
be
to
making your
describe
own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe
I
someone
feel like
as diligent as
Greek
you could
food
have
especially-
clumsy moments too.
Greek
Oh.
and Turkey food is very
I guess it
underappreciated.
happens from time to time.
So,
I very much am of the belief of
Kale,
that like
don't you think that
life
Tonari's
would be
a
better
little too
if
strict with you?
like
He won't let you touch anything
Greek
without
food
his
was as
permission.
popular as
Paimon knocked
Chinese
stuff
food,
over
if
all
that
the
makes sense,
time
because it's
flying around
so
the Traveler,
good,
but he's
but
never said
to
anything.
find
Everyone has their
a
clumsy
good
moments.
restaurant,
No,
like,
no,
regularly,
you've got the wrong idea about Master.
it's a lot easier to find it for like Japanese
sure, he may
or
seem
Korean
a bit
or
harsh at first,
even Italian,
with
like
some
because
time,
Italian's fucking
You'll
everywhere. It's
see
just
that he's
pasta,
actually
right?
very kind-hearted.
But when
I've
it
heard
comes
the
to like
veteran
Greek
rangers say that
food
Master
and
is from some
Turkish
ancient and
food,
mysterious race
it's
that is
so
known for their
hard to
cutting wit and
find.
reclusive
At least for
nature.
me it is.
But
Unless
Master's
I go to
actually
the
very
city,
kind at
because
heart.
in my city
Oh,
there's
by
a
the
Greek
way,
district.
You've heard of the Academia, right?
Um,
Well, there's a group called,
oh god, Colette cut me off. But yeah, let me pause it so I'm not talking over it.
Something?
In my city, so in Melbourne, right? I don't live in Melbourne, by the way. I don't live anywhere near the city. But when I travel to the city, there's a Greek district, right? And you'll know it, if you ever travel to Melbourne, you'll know it because there are these signs. They function like street signs, kinda, except instead of having words, they have like little squarish symbols. Let me actually Google it so you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Melbourne Greek district. Because they all have like these cool signs like on the streets. There we go. There you go. Let's see. Trying to make sure I'm not getting anything that's like controversial or something, you know, because there's a lot of controversial images here. I'm assuming these are controversial. I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming it is. There you go, there's this guy's thumbnail. I'm guessing he talks about it. Yeah. I'm gonna do this, that way it's not like a full thing, because I don't know what else is like bad, but well, I don't know if it's bad, but like I'm not educated enough and I don't want to put something bad on stream if I don't know if it's bad. But these symbols here on the sign indicates the Greek district, right? This guy talks about my city a lot. We can watch him in a bit if you guys want, but this guy talks about the city I live in a lot and all the little things. It's very very educational, like the fact that we have a street here that doesn't exist in our city. It's great. But yeah, like this is the Greek district. I love going here. Such great food. I reckon it's the best food in the state. But that could be just me simping over like a type of food that I like. I don't know. I like oily, I like creamy foods. I like foods that sit heavy in your stomach. That's the best way I could say that. I like foods that sit heavy in the stomach and make you feel full when you don't even eat a lot, right? And that's normally, I normally get that feeling when eating very high dairy, fatty, oily foods. So, and you get a lot of that in Greek food, which I love. I fucking love that so much. So like, yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. But yeah, we can actually watch him in a bit if you guys want, but that's up to you guys. Whoop! Get that off the street. Back to Genshin.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there.
Yeah.
But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That does sound like something he would say.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest
It's a
watcher.
broadcasting software
Every
made by
day he helps the
SNs?
locals
Oh,
of the
really?
forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In
Is
fact,
it a broadcasting
Master's the one
software
who taught
similar
me
to
how
like
make
what I
beer
use,
pockets.
OBS?
Really?
Or is it like a different type
I
of
would've never
broadcasting?
guessed
Have I got
that.
the wrong idea of broadcasting? One of the two.
Speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Yeah.
Carry
I
my
was so
big
kinda
dumpy
upset,
in
though.
there.
He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh? What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But,
I just have to dig
it's
through more
mostly because Paimon
information?
wouldn't stop
That's all
yelling,
good.
Why, oh why? Is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
A bit like that, but made in Unreal Engine? Yo? That sounds actually really good.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Paimonial Wrath?
No! Don't touch me!
Whoa, 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 what? What just fucking happened? Kolai?
Sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late
Oh,
now.
it's PTSD!
Let's
Oh
hurry back to
shit!
Gandara
Because of
now.
Dottore!
I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
She had a PTSD reaction. Oh no, baby, no.
What was up with
No,
Kami?
baby, no.
Kawaii.
It's suddenly night.
Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Oh my god. I mean, built on Unreal Engine. I see. Oh, poor Kawaii. Oh, I feel bad. Oh. Oh no.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Hello.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Oh, another thing I do remember is that Paimon has a couple of oopsies in translation when it comes to certain events that happen in Sumeru. Like, so I know there's a current issue in the Genshin staff where for some reason the English translators, you know, for one, they're not paying the VAs, which that's kind of fucked up to begin with. But they're also like, what's it called? They were doing like weird translations. Like, I know there was one point where Paimon talks about Sumeru food and she goes, it's burnt! But in every other translation, including the original, she doesn't say that at all. So I am aware there are some weird shit from the English translators in there that like have been causing issues. So I am aware of that. So when we bump across those translation issues, I'll actually address them and be like, hey, it's just the English people. It's just the English speaking motherfuckers that are doing that, you know? Because in the original, because I saw the originals, where she was mentioning like the food, I'll use the food for example because I can't remember any other example. I know there is more than one, but the food one's the main one. In others, they're like, oh, it's delicious, da 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 da, it looks yummy. And then in English, she's like, it looks bad! And it's like, whoa! So it's definitely like something to do with like the English side of Hoyoverse, where they've just decided to go AWOL, or like just against the script and against, I guess because like they don't speak English, so they wouldn't know. So they were kind of like working in the blind side of, you know, in the blind side of, what's it called? Of Hoyoverse, but that's still kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked. Especially since it's like an actual cultural feud, I think it was. But yeah. Well, let's get the clock going. But when that happens in game, when we come across that, I will mention it again and be like, hey. Because otherwise people are going to think that's okay when it's not, you know? Know what I mean? I think I know what I mean. But yeah, I am aware of that situation. So I don't want people to be like ill-informed. Or like think that this game's racist, when really it's just the English side that's really fucking racist. And also the fact that they don't pay their fucking staff.
Maybe she's in a better mood now. But let's go check on her.
Whee! Hello.
It's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Oh, hello.
Tainari, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
No. Baby, no.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale
I've heard
has
about the
been
voice
dealing
acting
with
company
for
not
some
paying,
time.
but I haven't heard about
Kale
the
has
drama
been
with the
more
translation.
excited than
Yeah, there's been a
usual
lot of
since you arrived.
translation issues
A little
where
too much so, to
they've
be
gotten
honest.
characters to say
She
something
hasn't remembered to
completely
take care of
different.
herself.
To which it's fine.
I
Like for
suppose
example,
it's
like that one Win
understandable,
Bloom
though.
event where
She hasn't
Venti,
been around
like our
anyone
Venti
she considered
sung,
a friend
like he
for some
actually
time now.
fucking sung.
It must have been refreshing
But
for
then
her
there's
to
other
have you
times
two
where they've
here.
gotten like Paimon to say some fuck shit, or other characters to
really
say
wrong
some
with
fuck
Kale?
shit, and it's in the original. It's like they're not saying anything fucked up.
Let's take this conversation elsewhere.
So
Kale
it's
just fell
definitely
asleep
like
after
the
taking
English
her
studio
medicine.
being a
She
bit
needs
weird
some peace and
about it.
quiet.
I wonder if they changed it. Chronic illness. Oh, I have a few of those. Oh, bye. We're gonna discuss some chronic illnesses. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, what's Cole got?
All right,
Tell me.
let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Alrighty.
To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Oh,
So
we're a bit of
just
a
to
celebrity.
clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because Kale asked me to.
Aww.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
No.
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Wait, what's that
In
mean?
its final
Peripheral
stages,
paresthesia?
the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body,
Wait,
and they
peripheral-
effectively become completely immobile.
Paresthesia. I didn't even spell it right, and I don't even know how he said it, so I don't know. Damn, I can't Google it. That's fine. That's okay.
That sounds terrifying.
But she has, like, fatigue, kind of like me, because I have chronic fatigue syndrome, which is also a chronic illness.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So is there any cure for
With
Elazar?
appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Aww.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it.
Dottore.
but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant.
With the food
Kale
stuff, it
is a
sort of made
resilient
sense due to how it
individual and
played
always
out with the
tries to
story,
appear
so I
cheerful.
guess not many
But her
people picked up
experience
on
with
it.
the
Yeah,
Fatui
it
has
was
left
well
deep
written
scars.
in,
Even now,
but in
she
all
can
the
still feel
original
deathly afraid of someone touching
VAs,
her.
as well as the other translations with like to Korean and Japanese, they don't mention it at all. Like they don't word it like that
by
at
the
all.
way,
It's just
Paimon,
in the English, which is
Kale
fucking
wanted
weird.
me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her.
Yeah.
Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships.
As someone,
I trust
okay,
that you two will never let my
I
training
relate to
experience
this
such
because I
emotional
have a
pain
chronic,
again.
I have like a few chronic illnesses, but that, like again, no cure, whatever. I'll get over it. I'll be able to build a bridge, get the fuck over it, you know. But it's very accurate what Kole is experiencing. It's a little Sealy back there, but it's very accurate to what Kole is experiencing, to like what I experienced. Because a lot of times, especially when you're first dealing with a chronic illness, you feel like a bit of a burden to the people around you. So like you're regularly apologizing, like I'm so sorry, and this, that, you know. And like you feel like you're a bit isolated, you know, and that people can't relate to you, so you're a bit alone. So it's very much an accurate experience that Kolai is being written to have here. And I think that's a very good thing. They're being very accurate when it comes to the side effects of chronic illness, even though it's a fantastical, like, it's not a real illness, right? LSR doesn't exist in the real world. You can't just suddenly grow scales and shit. But, like, I guess, like, she's having, like, realistic symptoms. She's, like, not having good coordination. She's tired all the time, you know? A fun fact, the Ian, voice actor of Kolai, also has... Exactly. See, that's... Okay, that's good casting. That's good casting. And this Tainari also has the cheese touch. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like, for example, and I gotta clarify, I clarify this every single time I mention it, but that's because people... there are people out there that worry that streamers or content creators get pressured into spilling the illnesses, but I'm okay with saying it. I'll always be okay with it. But I have chronic fatigue syndrome, right? And so it's similar symptoms to Kolai, just minus the scales part, you know? You're fatigued, you have bad coordination, you can like Google chronic fatigue syndrome. Basically, energy battery is like constantly low and doesn't get replenished with rest. So it's very much that sort of in a constant state, and that can last like weeks to months. You know, like it's, you know, so it's good to see at least a fictional character representing the side effects of having a heavy impacting condition accurately, at least accurately to what I'm seeing so far. Like, I don't know, it could like throw a whammy where it's like, oh, suddenly cured, you know, like, which I fucking hope not, because like when it comes to chronic illnesses, there is no cure. Most of the time, that's what makes them chronic. You get like treatments, like how to ease it better. Like, I'm hoping when it comes to Kolai's character, we don't get the sudden, aha, your disability, you're cured. Wave of my wand and a flick of my neck. One spell from me will kill you quick, so get on your... No, I'm not gonna say the rest of that. But, I hope they don't, like, wave a wand and magically cure her. I hope what they do is they get her to, like, adapt to her condition and be like, okay, this is my reality, and this is how I cope. And that would be an amazing representation for chronic illness. Because there is no fantasy, like, a wave of a wand situation for chronic illnesses. There is no cure. You just gotta live with it. You gotta keep moving on. That's life, you know? So I hope they go that route and not the wave wand. Now you're cured. It's going to be interesting how you react to some parts of the story. Oh no. Uh-oh. Good. I don't know whether to be happy or uh-oh. How's Kolai's conditions now? Yeah.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better.
I'm pretty much the same. If I ever exert myself, I become extremely tired, and my body just aches
She was
with
interested
pain,
in the work
and it
of
just
the
will
forest
stay
rangers
like that
the
for
moment she
days.
saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Aww.
Alright, now that I've told you about Kolai's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kolai too.
Well, it's going to be...
Alright,
oh wait, I've
but I
already
must
read that.
warn
Okay,
you
never
two,
mind.
The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Oh, nice. So he's the plant man.
Hey, Tainari, where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
There's a timed thing here. I won't do that right now.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
Yeah.
You are correct. The Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me.
I see.
The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Calpulata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh.
We're getting like a whole educational trip going on here.
New tip I learned. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Yeah, he went full educational on our
Sight clear.
Come on. Damn it. Oh well. Where are we meant to be going? This way? Not necessarily the stuff about whether she gets cured or not, but regarding of how it goes. Oh, okay. Bet. I can't wait to see.
There should be Nilotpala lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage
if
to
it cures
gather
a
4 of them,
disease,
that would
it
be
will probably be
sufficient.
hard to find. 'Cause
We'll
people will be,
rendezvous
like,
here
searching
once
for
you've
it to
gathered the needed
cure their
amount.
families. Okay, I think that's it there. Oh my goodness! Wow! I found some! Wow! I found some more! Wow! I found some more! I wonder if this levels your character, Tainari! Wow! Looks like I haven't farmed your character.
Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
There you go. Yep. Take the lotuses.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality.
Thank you.
I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey,
nice.
Tainari!
Oh?
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Okay, bet. I sort of watched and didn't get to send the whole thing, but I think it'd be best if I don't say anything else. Damn! You dropped some little tea and then you left. Shoo! That's okay.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going
That's also
on?
why you'll catch me yawning a lot during my streams.
We just discovered a withering
It's not me
zone.
actually being tired, it's just my body is like,
The
will be
withering
at
is
different,
back.
like, varying levels of
Patrol route
fatigue.
you were on should have been
And
already
even though I
cleared just a
love
week
to speak,
ago.
like, I'm actually a very chatty person, as you can tell. I'm very chatty.
Can you tell me the
But-
exact location?
Because
It's up ahead,
talking
deep in the river valley.
actually,
It's
like,
appeared in a
consumes
spot that
energy,
blocks nearly
it
the
actually makes me
entire narrow part of
tired
the
pretty
valley
quickly,
area. So we decided
which
to come
affects my
find you as
condition as
quickly as
well.
possible.
So all of the
And the
times when I'm
radius
not
of the
streaming, I'm
contamination?
actually like silent, like dead silent. So
Sorry.
that way, like when I need to
couldn't get it
talk,
clear
I
enough for
can
you to
talk as much
tell.
as I want and
No
not
one in our
like be
patrol team
limited by
had a
my
vision,
condition.
and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away.
Bet.
In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Oh,
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
yeah. He's gonna be like, you two don't have a
only just
vision.
arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
We don't
Yes,
need a vision.
Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, We first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements. Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Yeah. We're gonna get this a lot, aren't we?
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
Okay, bet. So how long do you plan on stream today? Cause these quests have quite a bit of length to them. Oh, they do? Oh shit. I did not know that. Though that's good though, because that means there's a lot of content to stream. Maybe for like another hour? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Sumeru Rose.
Hey, look! That
I always
gloomy
find
area
like
over there
checkpoints
looks
or
a
like
withering
part
zone.
gaps in
Even
quests
though
before
I've
like
seen one
finishing.
before, it's still kinda scary.
Ooh.
All right, traveler. We're about to enter the withering zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But
Oh,
please
really?
remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready
Okay.
then? Let's go.
Bet. We're in a withering zone.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
I don't have any archers on my team. Meh. I'm gonna have to switch out you for you.
Let's go gather some samples.
Okay, bet. Do you have the proper equipment? Yeah, you'll work. These quests take 3 hours each. That's actually not too bad. That's like a whole Avatar movie. Okay.
Ready, steady, go!
F.
Yeah.
Oh! That fucking hurts!
Can't see? Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
The tumor? Ow, ooh!
What's the hurry? This moment will be frozen in time.
Okay, let's get rid of this thing.
Freeze!
One with the forest. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He has like a distracting ability, doesn't he? Okay, we need to get this thing again. Oh, give it that to me.
Keep up.
And then we get rid of the tumor, right? So we just shoot it? No? Or do we just take it? How do we... Where?
Can't see.
Oh, do we have to like kill these things?
I hear everything.
Oh, this is not working. He does too little damage. No! Okay. Oh, we have to like kill all these things. Alrighty. Okay, I see.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
There we go.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Okay, bet. Nice. Okay.
We did it!
We did it!
Returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something.
Yeah.
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears.
Okay.
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
Okay.
This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Oh, they're linked.
Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Ah. So there's no way of permanently getting rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Yes,
Irminsul
I have.
is a tree located deep beneath the surface.
I fucking knew
Although
it.
it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
A disease of both the body and the land, yep. Affecting all life.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then
so he's just
funneled
confirmed
into
that the
Irminsul,
world's upside
allowing
down.
it to collect knowledge and wisdom
And that
from
when we
ancient
went there, we
times
were
to
right
present
side
day.
up.
The Dendro
Well, we were
Archon
upside
is known
down.
as the god of wisdom because her
So,
consciousness is
this,
directly
okay,
connected
I have
to
this
it.
theory, right,
It
that
is
we're
also
actually,
said
that
the
Teyvat is
Dendro
hell,
Archon's power is
and
a
that's why we're
manifestation
upside
of
down.
Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is
and that's
related
why
to
a lot of
disease
the,
that's affecting
you
it.
know, like, Beelzebul, Paimon is Satan, you know, like,
That's right. My ancestors learned of
and
this
that, like,
from
basically,
Greater
we're
Lord
just
Rukadevada's
in hell.
familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
like, as people who get visions, it's to watch, it's like to watch them rather than like, oh, you did very good, here's a little pat on the back. It's like actually apparently to like watch them, so that way it's like, I don't know, like easier to like to survey them. At least that's from what I've gathered from the story. There we go. We use the teleporter so it's easier to get back to the town. There we go.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry.
Fuck yeah.
Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Oh?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
Oh, did they have
This
messenger
dust
birds?
bird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh!
Her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the
Something
letter
to,
first.
to note is that Irminsul seems to bear some striking similarities to the imaginary tree. I thought the same thing! I thought the same thing! It looks like the imaginary tree in Honkai. Yeah. And like Paimon's
Yes.
symbol
Allow
is the
me to
imaginary
explain.
symbol, but
After
upside
we brought
down
you from Hypatia's
as
cave
well.
to Gandharvaville,
So like, is
Hypatia
Paimon
resumed her
imaginary, or
meditation.
is she like not
She
real?
must have
Why
just
is it
finished.
upside down?
It's been nearly 3 days since she's had
You
anything
know?
to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for
Because if
help.
the world,
We need
of
to go.
Teyvat is upside down and Paimon's symbol is upside
You
down,
she's been
if we
sitting
viewed
there
it
for
like the
3
way,
days?
like the right way up,
Wait,
it would
how
actually
did
be
you
the
know
right way
that
up.
from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these.
Yeah, normally,
Paimon, travel.
when
Could you
I'm
two
not
bring
like
these to her?
taking in the game
you
like
want
streaming
us to
or
bring
playing
her the
casually, I
rations?
like to read like the artifacts, the little
But will the traveler
items,
be okay if
the
her cave is still filled with that
weapons,
funny
just reading their
incense?
bios because you get
Let's
little
find out.
details
Here,
about
traveler,
the game, and I think
take
it's
a
really
smell and
cool,
see.
like all the detail that's
So?
gone into this game,
How do you feel?
and they're definitely foreshadowing something. No unusual feeling this time.
Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time?
Yeah,
Tainari?
Tainari, you son of a bitch.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
But I saw what
That's correct.
hallucinations were they? Yeah.
Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Damn!
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now,
Oh.
after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So that's exactly what
When you
I
passed
saw,
out,
yeah.
your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
Oh, okay.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please,
Oh.
wait here for a moment.
Okay. Something I wonder if it is meant to supplement the world like how the imaginary tree would, which would imply Teyvat has been severed from it for at least mostly disconnected from the imaginary tree. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking because in Honkai Impact the Third, there was another world that was created, and then I don't
Here,
think they touched on it
take
any
these.
further than
It's a
that.
meal
So
I
I'm
packed
wondering
for
if that was
Hypatia,
Teyvat,
as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in
and then we
handy.
kind of just severed from.
Also, here's a
the
letter that
timeline.
I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a
I want
great
to know
help these
if
last few
Genshin
days.
Impact and Honkai's story are linked. I feel like they are intertwined. But like, I want to see how they would intertwine if it is. Asia. Oh, we gotta go back. Oh, we're going the wrong way. So I gotta see you later, gamer. Woo! There we go. Run this way. There we go. Let's go this way. Let's go this way, that way, this way. Grab this lizard. This way.
Hypatia
way, this
should
way.
still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's
Ooh,
doing.
Hara fruit. I'll take that. Nice. There we go.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here.
No.
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Yeah. Oh? What does that sound? It sounds like it's coming from inside the cave. Oh. Hypatia! It's a little squishy boy! It's a little squishy man! Oh. Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? Are we being sent to the nether?
It just went, oh my god!
Oh, my phone just vibrated. Huh? Now where am I?
There you are!
It's all green here.
Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
She looks famished.
There's no way we can get her to eat
In
her
recent
current
stuff for Honkai, it's
condition.
been revealed that there is an entity destroying
try
worlds by
finding some water
manipulating their
first.
rules. Also, there's sky people, so I wonder if it has something to do with.
Wait.
Oh, ooh.
Why does it look super foggy
Okay.
outside all of a sudden?
Yo, that's interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah, because doesn't the
let's go
train
look
go to
around.
like different worlds? Oh, that's interesting. Yo, imagine if they come across like what's destroying like the entity, like what's changing the world, and the entity is the unknown god. And that's why she's not letting us leave, because we would like snitch. Oh wait, we have to go through the mist. Why is it misty out here? Whoa.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this?
Where are we?
What happened? And where are we?
There must be a logical explanation for this.
Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Okay. I like the leaves. I want to eat these leaves. Like the leaves are running on. I want to eat them. Door of resurrection was activated. Resurrection? Oh.
This place is huge. Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows?
Let's just use
Maybe
Dealer
we'll
because
find
he's
a lead
stronger.
of some kind.
Whee! Get the fuck out of here! Give me this. Oh, they didn't drop anything. Damn. Oh, bouncy mushrooms? Okay, so this is introducing us to bouncy mushrooms. That's a cool way of introducing us. Damn it! I fucked up. Wait. Okay, nice. I feel like there's more to this area than what I did. I'm sure they'll get us to explore more. The train is traveling to different planets in a singular universe. Oh, okay. Whoa, what? Inazuma?
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Oh, it looks like an Inazuma building. This is purple. Wait, whoa, I didn't know those were up there. Yeah, this looks like Inazuma. This is Inazuma. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh, pretty water. Wait. You will sometimes find this resin and it's sealed corresponds to them. Collect 3 The beans to unlock. Okay, so I gotta collect 3 of them to unlock the path. Oh, I see. Okay. Fuck! Okay, I nearly fucked that up. I think I should go this way. There we go. Oh, it's just there. Damn it! That's fine. Okay. Oh, pretty! Oh wow, we're inside like one of the flower things. Oh, I see. Oh, wow! Oh, pretty. Oh my god. Seriously, whoever the artist, like, team behind Genshin is, they need, like, a promotion. I hope they get paid a fuck ton of money. Because, like, they fucking deserve it.
Dawn, break forth!
Damn, ouch, 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 ouch!
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see?
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Destroyed, get destroyed, boom! Okay, so let's get this chest. Oh, I haven't been looking for chests in this area. Oh shit, we've just been running around aimlessly. That's fine. Oh. Where the fuck are we going? Whoa. Whoa. What's this? Just jump over it, fucking ignore it. Oh, unless it's like there? Oh, ow, it hurts, ouch! It hurts. Okay, never mind. I thought it was good, but it apparently wasn't. Okay, we need to go to this thing. Pick up. Press T on that. Okay. Ah. Activate. Whee! Okay. Oh. Okay, we're going somewhere else again. Alrighty. Now where are we? Back in Inazuma. Why are we?
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
This is Inazuma. Like, why are we being transported back to Inazuma constantly? Oh, unless we're getting some Scaramouche lore, because I know he's gonna be in this quest. Oh, we gotta align those two. Okay. Oh. Oh! Oh, it's changed to like some weird fucking image. Oh, okay. Yuck, 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 yuck. Ew, yuck. Okay, this is like someone's memory here. There we go. I hate how it's done that. Maybe to keep it optimized? Yuck. I don't like that. Okay. Ah, cobwebs! Ben's favorite! Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I can't destroy them. That's fine. Oh? What is it trying to fucking show us? Like, it keeps taking us to insert. It has to do something with Scaramouche, right? Whee! Whee! I just realized what this is all implying. Well, I don't.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
Oh, it's you.
Harold! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Clotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
Oh, this is a fucking boss fight, damn it! My body isn't ready, wait! Ah! I'm not ready! I just knocked over my bottle. That's gonna explode on me when I open that next. Great. And my dog's gone nuts. Great. I blame you, game. I blame you. Okay. Let's eat this. Let's eat this. And that's all I have. Fantastic. Thanks, me. Thank you for being so underprepared for the new region. God damn it. Okay, let's do that so he's confused and can't see us. And we use our melt comboing.
Ways to the wicked.
You fucking prick. Oh, he's Hydro. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, my dog still. Oh, shit.
It's futile.
He did Tartaglia's thing.
I hear everything.
Unless that's how Child got it. Because wasn't he like like he went to the abyss or something? Stop that. Damn it! What?
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We've faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
I still must find my sister.
Sister. Oh, pitiful traveler.
Yeah, fuck you, I'm finding my sister.
Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
What? Denial?
Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon.
What?
The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
Oh.
But don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
So what, she doesn't love us anymore? Damn, that explains it then. Oh, unless she's been corrupted by something? Can this loading screen go any slower? Interesting. We're getting like so much lore, and because I only have little tidbits of information, I don't know how to piece them together. Oh, back here? Okay. Oh, it was Irminsul! Maybe, I don't know. Because it was connecting to like the memories of people, that's what Tainari said.
We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
Let me take a sip.
There she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well,
Huh?
the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Sorry, seeing Hypatia must have given me a shock.
Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
Why doesn't Paimon remember everything? Wasn't she there?
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Yeah. Fruit juice.
Who's there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
What's the letter about?
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
Okay.
I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived.
Yeah.
We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Kind of like a cabbage.
So, you're able to see them too?
Yeah. I can.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
Aww.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon.
Aww. They're
I
little
know
cute
this
round
because
goobers.
the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped
Oh,
meditating,
this is so pretty of a
my
cutscene.
heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw
I feel
them
like this
nearby a few days later.
Archon quest is
And
gonna have
they
a lot
weren't
to do with
alone.
dreams because of the
I feel like
the
they
video
aren't as afraid
for,
of me as the first time I approached them. But I never
Nikita's
would have
character, I think
expected
her
them
name
to
was,
save
which is
me.
like, today I had a dream, it was my birthday, and then it gets like really dark. So she's mentioning dreams a lot. Dreams, reincarnation, Scaramouche. Fascinating
Yes,
creatures.
no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Oh, I'm hungry. Eat the apple. Eat the...
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
That's why you need to eat some
hadn't
food.
dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later.
Yeah.
Alright, we're out, Traveler.
Irminsul,
Today's menu will feature
Irminsul,
sweet madame
Irminsul.
and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Okay, bet. Taking this shiny thing. Investigate. Fucking wait! You bitch! I steal your apples? Why can't we just let you eat the apples? Go ahead! Making me cook all this food when you could just eat the fucking apple.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch, too!
Yeah.
Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Let me guess, we go back to her and she's sick, right? No? Okay, she's fine. Oh, good.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Same. Yo, take this. Oh shit, I haven't clicked on it. Oh, we got a whole roasted chicken? Damn!
Even though
Well, one of the
everything
big
mentioned
theories
was in
behind
Tainari's
why we
letter,
dream.
it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time.
Oh, one theory
It took
behind
me nearly
why
3
we
years before I
people,
could do
like not
so.
Payvet people,
And
but like
everyone
us
at the
people,
academia even
why
lauded me
we
as a
dream
genius.
is that it's meant to be
You
a
should know that
survival
some
mechanism,
researchers spent their
so that way we can be
entire
put into
lives
like certain
without ever
situations
successfully connecting
and
with
further
Irminsul as
train
you
our
have.
social skills,
So
or
why
like put
does
in
this
dangerous
incense
situations
allow
and further
people to
train like
connect
our
to
survival
Irminsul?
skills without actually being put into
The
danger.
ingredients used to make
It's like
Spiritborn
why
eel
randomly your
primarily
dreams
consist
will
of plants
be
created
fine,
by
and at
Greater
other
Lord
times
Rukkhadevata.
they will be like
These special ingredients are conducive
they'll
to
feel like
heightening
life
our
or death
sense to the
situations,
Dendro
and it's
Archon's
why
power.
when
Since the
you have
root
like a
of the
certain
Dendro
situation
Archon's
and
power
you
lies
Google
within
it,
Irminsul,
like you
we
have a
can
certain situation
occasionally
you
tap
dream
into
and
her
you Google the
powers
meaning
to
behind
peer
the
into the
dream,
depths of
why they're
earth.
actually really accurate to your real life like counterparts. It's really interesting, like dream reading. Man, I can't grammar. That's okay. You're good, you're good. I'll try my best to read what you mean, even through any like inaccuracies of grammar, spelling, whatever. I'll do my best every time. It's the least I can do. But yeah, I find when it comes to like reading dreams, it's like I don't know, it's really interesting. Like I used to have one where it was let me Google it just in case I get it wrong, but it was where I would walk and the path behind me would disappear. Path behind me disappears when walking, dream meaning. And it used to mean what is a dream where it represents anxiety, arousing, confusion, frustration, or even a sense of feeling that you're an outsider. I used to get that dream quite a lot, where I'd be walking through a forest, but the path behind me would just crumble, and if I stopped walking, I would just fall. And I remember, because there'd be times where I would like suddenly be like, I wonder what happens if I just stop in my dream, and I stop and I just fall and like plummet to my fucking demise. But if I keep walking, it would take me to like a place, and like it would take me into like water, and then I would end up drowning, and it would happen like so regularly. And drowning, meaning in dreams, right? Is you know, if your emotions are overwhelming, then in your dream it'll be shown as like drowning. It's like interesting. So you kind of have to like, I don't know, I guess like, so I like had like at the time I was getting like when I used to get all those dreams, like that exact same dream repeating, right? I was dealing like really bad mental health wise. I would have been like 17, 18. And literally I was on the verge of like constant mental breakdown, but I didn't allow myself to mentally recuperate. So it was just additional pressure on top, on top, on top, on top. And I was basically volcanoing and bottling it. And instead of like having breakdowns when I should have, that would have been completely acceptable times, I just bottled it down and went, nope, I can't, I have too much on my plate, I need to keep going, you know. And so I did. I kept trucking on when I really like shouldn't have. I now know better, like where I have to like chill out a little bit, you know. But back then I actually wouldn't allow myself to like be vulnerable. I still sometimes don't like allow myself to be vulnerable. Like there'll be times where I'm still like a tough motherfucker, you know, where I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. But like in the past, it used to be really bad to the point where I remember I used to kind of be proud at the fact that I hadn't been like visibly upset in front of people for like literal years. And looking back, that's not healthy. that is no way. How is that healthy? How is that healthy? Like, I was basically starting to become emotionally like distant and numb, and it was like, ugh. But I'm glad it improved. But like, it's so weird because like at the time, my real life and my dream counterpart were basically intertwined. And it's so interesting how like you can tell someone's mental state by what they dream about, right? Like if they dream like they're constantly drowning, they're overwhelmed as fuck. If they're walking down a path, it's anxiety. If they're like, it's so interesting. Like I remember there was one time I cut off a certain person in my life. And mind you, this person had been in my life for years, and they were a massive burden in my life. Like, they were actually, like, a terrible person. And I would have been, like, early teens, right? They were, like, known them for years, massive piece of shit. I finally had the opportunity to cut them off, and all I could dream about was being in a car with them, and them at the wheel, but yet they kept crashing the vehicle. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And the only time I was like, because I remember sitting in this vehicle, it was like a big bus sort of thing. Like a bussy car looking thing. And they were just behind the wheel steering, but they kept crashing into shit. And it was just downhill. Like they would roll down, crash into a tree, reverse away from the tree, and then roll down, crash into another one. I was like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? And it was like freaking me out. I remember it would freak me out in the dream, and I was like, oh no, you know? But then I realized when I woke up, because like obviously like the dream didn't end well. Like I woke up like, what the fuck was that dream? And I thought about it, and I was like, wait. When I cut off that person who had a major impact in my life, but was toxic about it, I had a dream about them being in control and how out of control I was of the situation in the dream. Is it like comparing my IRL circumstance to that and letting me know like, hey, like if you go back, it's gonna happen all over again. It's like you're gonna get fucked up all over again. So like dreams, like it's like listening to your gut, but when you sleep. Like, if you have a dream where something's going wrong, and it involves people around you, just take a good look at it. Because sometimes it will be your, like, subconscious trying to tell you stuff. And I find that really interesting. I love studying dreams and stuff, because it's that part of psychology that not many people dip into, like, beyond surface level. Like, fuck, where's Aiden when I need him? This guy likes psychology. Like, I know someone called Aiden. He likes psychology so much. He would love this conversation right now. He would probably give me a whole thesis, like, discussions worth of, like, dreams and psychology and stuff like that. He would love this conversation. But, like, it's It's definitely like an interesting link. Not exactly what I was referring to, but oh shit. That's so good. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I am back. So I've got Cherry. She's very tired. Basically, Cherry likes to hang out with the people I live with. And basically she gets very tired, and so when she gets tired they go, okay, take a while you can. So right now Terry? Hello? Yes, your name's now Terry. So right now Cherry's like in my lap all tired. Because my dog normally is asleep by 8 PM. Or tries to go to sleep by 8 PM. She's very much a morning puppy. Yeah, you like the sun in mornings? Yeah, my dog's very much an early morning riser when I'm like an afternoon bozo. So yeah, so I've got my dog now, but it's all good. Yeah. Oh, are you tapping me on the face?
I'm sure you'll come to a clearer understanding as you remain in Sumeru.
Makes sense. But
I still need to make that Gajinka of my dog so that way people know when she's on stream.
Plants for such a long time.
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution.
I'll wind it up shortly.
Stimulated by the incense,
we'll go to like
he could
videos and
the
stuff,
Archon's
and
power
then
and experience the sensory
I'll
overload.
wind it up.
Hence
That
the
way,
adverse reactions.
Cherry doesn't get like too disturbed while I'm streaming. Because obviously, like I'm
ingredients of spirit borneo
making my voice real loud, and dogs' hearings are like very
Not to
sensitive.
worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically,
And that way I
your
can turn off the
body
light
should
as
still
well,
be
so she can
sensitive to
probably
the powers
sleep.
of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of spirit borneo should no longer trigger such reactions.
Oh, I should move this mic back.
Well, that's really.
So I opened it so I can actually open my door.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Archon at the Academia,
I like using my headphones to pin my hair back because my hair's gotten really long as of late, and I'm actually not a fan of long hair.
There's still so much we don't know, especially regarding
it's
the
like
mysteries that
past
lie in
shoulder
the
length,
starry
and
skies.
I've been meaning to get it like cut
I
for
must turn
ages.
to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa.
Rest up, pup.
So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of a dream I saw from the Aranara.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
That's fair.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
World forget me.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again,
I'm reminded of why I wanted to punch the academia people. Uh-oh.
Thanks, Hypatia.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors.
Come on. Stop
Besides,
it, Cherry.
I'm already looking forward to
If you
tasting
just
some
rest
more
your
of your cooking.
your arms on my arm. There you go. You're little enough to get away with that. Before settling down for the rest of the night.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Bet. Okay, let's go back to Gandharvaville.
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry? Cherry. Okay, be careful. That arm's starting to break. The right arm on my chair is like broken. Wait, I told you to be careful. But she likes standing on it a little bit, but I'm worried that it's gonna fall one day. I should just completely remove it or fix it, one of the two. Because I'm worried she's gonna put all her weight on it and it's just gonna snap under it and she's gonna tumble. To which, it's not that high of a fall, it's like a foot, if that. Like, a foot, 2 feet, you know? But still, I don't want my dog falling face first onto the floor.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer.
I just realized something about the scene.
Tainari, but you...
Yeah?
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Ooh. So this scene's important then. Why are they fucking glaring at me? Ew. Glare at yourselves, ugly mugs.
Tainari, what was that all about?
Cherry,
It's nothing.
You're being naughty.
Some people
Sit
from
down.
the academia wanted me to
Put your
go to
butt down.
Sumeru City to assist them with
Good
the
girl.
project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait.
My dog's a
How did things go
lapdog,
with
but
Hypatia?
she's not very good at being a
Quite the
lapdog. She likes to
eventful
stand
trip.
in people's
But the main
laps,
thing
which
is
is
that
not very
she's
good
safe
when
and sound. She answered a bunch of questions
I need
for us,
trackers.
too.
I have like a
Very
tracker
good.
here and a tracker here.
Now
so if
that
she
the
stands,
traveler has
it
made a
covers
full recovery,
like my face
there shouldn't
tracking
be
and
any
my
reason
arms.
for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be
How
heading
many
to
things
Sumeru
are
City,
set up?
correct?
That
That's
you
right.
don't even realize
We
till
wanna
much
meet
later.
Lesser Lord
Really?
Kusanali and
Oh,
ask her for
shit.
advice.
That's the fun things with storytelling.
any
There's like
idea
little
how we can
tidbits here
find
and
her?
there, and then BAM! You have
Sorry,
the story.
I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
I can't wait to find out what it is there.
Do you at least know
Why they wanted
anyone we
Tainari
can
at
try
least. Because he
asking
seems very
in Sumeru
knowledgeable.
City?
And he's very much playing his cards right. Because they felt a little bit ominous.
My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Okay.
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha terminal. It's a tool produced by the academia
I know about
that
the
utilizes
Akasha.
the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata.
I just say there's a reason his
Some
master
say that
didn't
this
become
item is the very
himself,
basis
like
of
Karanari
Sumeru's
said he
reputation
would.
as the city of wisdom.
Okay.
Needless to say, this
Did they
device and its usage
him?
fall
Did
under
they-
the
did
academia's
they, did they
expertise, so
him?
I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
We need to say goodbye to
That's
Kolai.
right. Kanari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yeah.
Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing.
Okay,
She
bet.
knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Okay, bet.
Kanari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Bet. Okay, so let's see. Kolai! We won't enter Sumeru City. I'll leave that for a different stream. But we'll
I've been
watch some
waiting for
videos
you
after
two.
this. We'll just wind down.
Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks
Okay.
for waiting here just
Oh,
to see us
Cherry.
off, Kale. We're headed to
Lord.
Sumeru City.
Please take care of yourself. We're back to see you soon.
Don't worry about me. I
Cherry.
can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here.
Yeah.
And,
Aw.
I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met.
No, don't
I
apologize.
just wanted
It's your
you two to
business.
treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy.
No.
But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting
Yes,
is a little,
thank
messy,
you,
so
Kolai.
please don't
Pita
laugh.
pockets, pita
Yay!
pockets.
Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
I will, thank you. Oh my god,
Well
give me
then,
him.
I,
Cherry.
Friendly
Oh my god,
Forest
my
Ranger
dog's
Kale,
trying to like jump
bid
out of my
you
lap,
both
but I don't
farewell.
want her to.
Please visit
She's gonna
Gandharvaville
create
again.
a fucking
The
fuss.
rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Stay still, will you? I know, you want to do stuff, but wait right here. Peanut pockets, peanut pockets! Okay, go to Sumeru City. Okay, let me just click these. I'm not gonna go to Sumeru City. But hell yeah. Oh, it's so interesting. I like how it's just a casual, like, oh yeah, we're just hanging out in Gurda, in the Ville. We're hanging out in in this area, you know? But like, there's so much more, and it's so good, so good. But yeah, I reckon now we're gonna watch some videos. Let me just, whoop! There we go. That way we don't like hear random noises. I reckon we're gonna watch that guy I mentioned before, where like he yeah, I've got it here. Don't shop anything on screen. Okay, good. Okay, let me stop my music. We're gonna watch this guy here. Okay, that's a short. I'm not subscribed, what the hell? But he's basically a guy that lives in my city, right? Let me pause this. And I highly recommend you subscribing to this guy. Oh, not subscribing, but well, I mean you can if you want. But like, I highly recommending like checking this guy out as well. He does stuff. He does all sorts of videos, but a lot of the stuff he does is actually like referencing my city, which is Melbourne, and like stuff in my country. So I think it's really cool. Like, we'll do a few of them. So we got crosswalk button, This one. The bridge. There we go. Okay. Let's just watch a bit.
When you think of good design, you might think of your favorite fashion designer or a beautiful home on something like Grand Designs. What you probably don't
Have you
think
seen
of is something like this.
the Kafka trailer?
I want to
No? Okay, we'll watch that after this.
convince you today that Australia has designed not only the best pedestrian crossing button in the world, but that this is one of the best designed things to ever come out of Australia. Let's do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
it might
so
feel
my
like a
city
strange
is
thing to get
Melbourne. I
excited
don't
about,
live in
let me
Melbourne,
have
but
this one,
Melbourne's
because
in my
the world
state.
of crosswalk buttons, none of them have anything on this. I'm talking about the PB5 pedestrian button, a type of auto-tactile pedestrian detector, or simply a crosswalk button. Now, this has been featured in museums, acclaimed by the media, and here's the thing, even if you've never crossed a street in Australia, I'm willing to bet that you've heard it before. And that's all thanks to a surprising duet with Billie Eilish. I'll get to that. This design goes back to the 1970s, when the New South Wales Department of Roads were after a system that could help vision and hearing impaired pedestrians.
So you might ask, what actually does make good design when it comes to something like a pedestrian crossing button?
Let's start with the sound, and this is how Australian traffic crossings work. When you can't cross, the light is solid red, and you get this regular clicking sound to indicate where the crossing is and to stop. When you can cross, it becomes the little green man, and the buzzer sounds like this. And the final state is flashing red, with no sound, which means you can finish crossing but don't start.
And of course, people live in apartments right near streets, and they have these buttons just outside their house. So you might wonder, how annoying is it that these things continue to beep?
This sound system was designed by legendary Australian acoustic engineer Lewis Chalice, who understood this challenge. Now, his other work included architectural acoustic design of buildings like Parliament House and Olympic Stadium. So he designed a system that includes a microphone that takes in regular readings of the ambient sound and sets the volume to be audible above street noise but not be unnecessarily loud. When he created it, he was offered the right to patent this invention by the New South Wales Department of Main Roads, but he declined to do so, wanting it available as widely as possible at the lowest cost.
One feature of these buttons is this. Now, this is a clearly defined arrow which shows the direction of the crosswalk. Now, this plate can be adjusted because this box isn't always mounted with the crosswalk straight ahead. So this can say whether to cross left or right, and in some cases in either direction. Now, another feature with it is that this is actually a tactile arrow. So if you're vision impaired, you can actually feel for yourself which direction it runs in. And not only does it make a sound every time it beeps,
This is so
it
genius.
vibrates. So if you're both vision impaired and hard of hearing, you can know when to cross.
One open secret of pedestrian buttons around the world is that pressing them doesn't always make a difference. Basically, the traffic engineers just turn on the crossing for each cycle. Normally this is done in busy areas or at busy times. So in the Melbourne CBD, this is the case
Outside
at the majority
Flinders
of
Street?
crossings
Yeah,
most of the time.
that one's really
this has actually
fucking
become
busy.
more common during COVID times to reduce the number of people needing to touch the button. And there's another interesting case.
Yeah, I
Some
remember
Orthodox
that.
Jews consider pushing these buttons or using any other electrical device to be work, something which shouldn't be done on the Sabbath. So in places with a high Jewish population, they'll have the buttons set to be automatically on during these times. And Melbourne has a few other twists on the PB5 design and crossings, including this tactile paving that lights up alongside the traffic light.
Yo!
Something
Okay,
useful for people
I have
who
not
are on
seen
their
this
phones,
video, but that's
and
cool
also
as fuck.
repurposing the buttons into
Also,
a
my
speaker
dog's
to
about
give
to
you
have a
tram
tantrum.
updates. And the PB5 found its way into the top song of 2019.
It's because she hasn't had a dinner
Billie
yet.
Eilish's
I'm gonna
Bad
give her a
Guy.
dinner after
Listen
stream.
carefully for this sound.
Because I haven't eaten it either.
Right here.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
In Sydney. We were like across the street from the hotel, and
I don't want like
the
I don't want
crosswalk
any fucking
is
copyrighted
this
music
little,
in my fucking
like,
stream at all.
You press it and it's like doop doop, and I was like, that's hard. That's the sound that it makes when you have to wait. And then I was not prepared for this part.
I basically
You can hear my dog
put it
freaking
into
out.
a quantized bar section and then put samples on it so it was wider, and then it became.
Winning the Grammy for Song of the Year, maybe Australia isn't done improving on it just yet.
A young Malvern schoolgirl has come up with a clever invention to help stop the spread of germs. Grace created a Kick Me pedestrian button so people don't have to use their hands at traffic lights.
Oh, that's
Thanks
clever.
for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe. I've got more interesting videos about Melbourne, about cities, about
Watch a
design
few
and
more,
beyond.
and then we'll watch the Kafka video.
I'm on the St Kilda foreshore at the side of this,
St Kilda,
the solar system scale model, representing the entirety of the solar system at a 1 to 1 billion scale ratio.
The biggest object in the solar system and our model is the Sun. Now it's 1.39 million kilometres across, which ends up being 1.39
Can you hear my dog?
metres across. And it turns out it actually is hot to touch. Now that's not a design feature, it just happens to be made out of metal and sitting in the hot itself.
Let's go and explore
Hold on,
some
wait,
planets.
let me pause this real quick. Wonder if you can hear my dog. Is she gonna make a noise? Gotta wait for her to make a noise. She knows she's gotta wait because I don't always take her out straight away. There's like always times I take her out at, but she'll always be like, "Come on, come on, come on." Oh, are you gonna try and jump down yourself? Are you sure you're confident in doing that? I know you don't like actually jumping down yourself.
So we farewell the sun and start our journey through the solar system and down the St Kilda beach. Now this is a fantastic spot for this model.
St Kilda
It's both
Beach is
lovely to be
actually a
at and
very
attracts
pretty
a lot of
place.
people.
I'm gonna add.
So just 58
I'd
meters.
highly
or
recommend
58
if you're a
million
tourist to go to
kilometers
St
away from
Kilda.
The sun is Mercury, and it's tiny. You can see already the vast differences in size between the sun and the first planet.
And the spacing of all of the planets is also to scale, and the distance between our next stop and the first is similar.
And the next planet is Venus, one of Earth's neighbours.
This project was built as a collaboration
so
between art and
cool.
science and shows in a real tangible way the vastness of the solar system. Although you can see for these smaller planets there's not a lot of space for detail and room for artistic flair.
And next up, this is home. This is planet Earth.
And Earth is the only planet that has its moon included in the model. And what this model really shows is the vast differences between the size of the objects and the distances between them. It really is called space for a reason. Next up is a journey that humans might be taking soon.
And that brings us to our neighbour. This is Mars.
Mars!
So that's the 4 inner planets. From here, things get a lot further, so I'm going to grab some transport and do it that way.
He's got on a bike. He said it's too far. That's so clever though, how we've got like a solar system sculpture that like actually ranges the accurate distances. That's so smart.
Feature by the council.
Permanent
This is Jupiter,
feature.
the biggest of the planets, and you can see a lot more of the detail on it. I'm sure the artist appreciated the ability to do that.
From Jupiter, we continue our journey north and through the beach-going crowd, who I can only assume are just like me and here for the science education. Now from here we pass the
Yeah, I
1
don't think so.
kilometre
I think they're there for the walk.
which represents 1
Or the
billion
beach or
kilometres
something
from the
else.
sun.
Ice cream.
Then we have Saturn, one of the gas giants, and probably one of the most distinctive of all the planets. So we've gone from the Sun here to Saturn, and the distances get a lot further from here.
Oh.
And the designers did a great job engaging the Astronomical Society of Victoria.
Oh my
with
god,
a
look how
series of facts
far
and
he's
information on each of
going.
the plaques, which is what I would
Holy
read and say to the
shit,
camera,
you've
implying
left
they knew a
St.
lot
Kilda,
more about
mate.
the planets than I actually did.
And as we get further out, we get to Uranus, one of the bigger planets with around 30 moons, and it's oriented
Yeah, we do.
differently than the other planets.
In addition to the Port Phillip Council, this project was funded by the Planet Wheeler Foundation, who are the folks behind the Lonely Planet guidebook company, who helped turn this project from the papier-mâché original models into these permanent displays.
And then we have Neptune, one of the distant gas giants, and kind of feels right that it's located right near the sea.
But I know what you're really wondering. Do they have Pluto? Or did they install a Pluto and then have to take it down when it was kicked out of the Planet Club? What is the protocol for models when science makes categorization changes? Well, I had to make one of the longer trips of around 1.4 kilometers to find out.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
I've just arrived at the final spot, and it's Pluto, and this is the cutest thing I
Sherry,
think I've
stop.
ever seen.
You're gonna destroy
this
my
is
arm.
the tiny little display, and look how little it is. I reckon this might be one of the smallest statues of anything in the world. It is so cute and so little. And it feels right for something which was once a planet and is no longer. Thank you, Pluto.
But it turns out that's not the end. This model had one more surprise, going beyond the 0.24 centimeter long Pluto to the nearest star, Proxima Centauri.
Proxima Centauri is around 4.2 light years away. That is 40 trillion kilometers. But what they've done as part of this model is still kept it to scale. You
I
might be
know
asking,
you're
how
having
is
a
that
suck.
possible? Well, in reality,
We're
it would
almost
be
done. Can you wait out a
40,000
bit
kilometers
longer?
from here. But it turns out
Stop
that's the
scratching
same
my chair.
distance as the circumference of the Earth. So it's in the right spot, but to get here, you have to do a lap of the globe.
And that's the solar system. If you enjoyed that, you can come to St Kilda and check it out for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe.
That's cool. That's cool. What about the longest escalator?
Yeah. Parliament Station in Melbourne. And
I've been down these escalators. They're fucked. They actually make me visibly like looking down at the escalators and make me like physically fucking sick. Like, if you ever come to my state, right, if I, like, for example, any friends I have out there that come to my city, right, I'm gonna take you down the escalators and not warn you. They've made people so fucking sick. It's terrible. Oh my god, you're doing reaction content? Yeah, we're watching Julian Oshie. He Oshia. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, my bad, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But he does like videos on like things in Melbourne. Sometimes around the world as well, but like he is most known for his Melbourne videos, which are really interesting. Oh my god, wait, I heard of the escalators. You used the wrong weight. Use weight as in like when something's heavy instead of weight like weighting. They're known for making people fall down because it has to. Yeah, they've nearly made me fall down because like they've made me physically ill.
I'm gonna take you inside.
They trick your body into making you think you're falling, and then you try and correct it and fall over.
This is Parliament Station, and this video is going to be a little bit different because rather than featuring
they've physically made me ill going down them.
Like,
it's pretty bad
to ride these escalators and explain why they really are the most dangerous in Australia. So on your way to the station, you're going to be greeted by these bold signs that talk about the risk of these escalators.
Oh, Cherry,
the process
stink.
of using
Oh
Parliament
god, you're
Station
just
is just
ripping
like any
ass
other
right
in
in
the
front of
Melbourne
me.
Metro. There is one thing which is a bit different though. All of this yellow signage talking about the escalator danger.
Shut the fuck up! I just got back from a.
And this is what the escalator looks like from
my
the
brain's
top.
struggling.
That is a long way down. And it doesn't take long to start to feel that you're more in a tunnel than you are on a set of moving stairs. And that is part of the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Parliament Station is part of the Melbourne Metro City Loop, and this station opened in 1983 and has since become one of the busiest in the city, with around 10 million passengers per year, or around 35,000 people per day in normal times. At 30 metres, this escalator is long enough to take the title for the longest single-span escalator south of the equator, but it's still a long way off from the world's biggest, with one in the St. Petersburg Metro in Russia going for a staggering 138 metres. It's also way longer than the world's shortest, the incredibly cute petite escalator in the basement of a shopping centre in Kawasaki, Japan, which has a journey time of just 8 seconds, long enough to show in full here, which other than scoring a Guinness World Record is utterly useless as it takes you to more stairs. And the duration for this one, well, that gets interesting. From top to bottom it's around 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I say about because the speed of this is actually variable. It's normal for escalators in the city loop to go slowly during off-peak times and faster during peak times to increase the number of people through. But in 2019, Metro Trains began a trial to slow the downward direction during peak times, with the goal of reducing slips, trips and falls. And on that note, that's half our journey done. And once you're here, you can go down another level, you can read the escalator danger signs, or go and catch your train. But I'll share some
Get a
quick
grip,
escalator
don't
facts.
slip.
The
Fuck,
first
that's so
operational escalator
Australian.
was patented in 1892 and installed on Coney Island in New York as an amusement. And there was one study from Switzerland on escalator safety, and they found that falls were by far the biggest cause of injury, in particular amongst the elderly.
Oh, there's a video of like
the body regions that were impacted.
There's a video of like escalators being installed in I think South Africa or some like African nation where they're installed in like a shopping center or something. And apparently the locals hadn't dealt with an escalator before, so they didn't know what to do, so they're all like failing at it and like falling down and like going like, oh! It's really fucking funny to watch.
Impacted were much the same across the genders, but there was one key difference. Injuries associated due to alcohol, which I think might be best summed up by this video. The individual was quoted in the Daily Mail saying, "I drank 10 pints so I didn't feel any pain until the morning." Metro Trains did a study with RMIT University and found that there were around 2 or 3 serious incidents a week on escalators.
That would have hurt.
With this one of the most dangerous in the network, with injuries from falls resulting in
good
facial
girl. You went
cuts,
to bed,
bruises,
did you?
and emergency room visits.
Good girl, Cherry.
So let's head back up and I'll explain why.
I'll get you dinner shortly,
Now as we take this up, I'm going to face downwards so I can more clearly explain what's going on. But here's a view from the bottom. The safety study looked at 600 plus injuries and found that around half were due to falling backwards while travelling up on the escalator. and that was around twice as many as falling forward while going down. So what were the reasons? Well, the length and the fact that this is so busy in rush hour was part of the problem. But design was also a factor. As you can see, the ceiling of the tunnel descends with the escalators, and the stainless steel reflects some of the lights above, which can lead to spatial disorientation, and that leads to feelings of dizziness, vertigo, and a loss of balance. And this is more likely to affect elderly people, who are the most susceptible to falls on escalators. Another factor is that while you're on it, due to those sloping ceilings, and unlike normal escalators which are open, there's no real horizon reference point. See all these lines? They actually run at 90 degrees to the escalator, not a true horizontal and not a true vertical. And this is one of the reasons why 28% of the falls were by people who had firm footings. To solve this, a campaign has gone up with signage around the station encouraging people to hold on and to avoid distractions, slower speeds have come in, and more announcements, all on this mission to cut the number of injuries.
Yeah.
Now this escalator might not be Australia's longest for much longer. In Perth they're constructing the Airport Central Railway Station, which is due to open in 2022, and that's going to include a 35-metre escalator.
What the
And let's also hope that some of these safety measures work so it can
Bro,
lose its
it
title
literally
as
is causing
Australia's
optical
most dangerous.
illusions. Yeah.
I've got more videos.
It's so
about how
weird,
design
the
is
ride,
impacting
honestly.
lives, including the world's ugliest colour and how it's saving lives. I'm Julian
Yeah, I
O'Shea.
don't care about the world ugliest colour. Like, I don't care.
Great
Oh,
city.
this Montague Street Bridge.
This is Montague Street Bridge, and it's famous and beloved by Melburnians, known as Monty.
This bridge has a kill count of trucks.
Another truck has fallen foul of the infamous Montague Street Bridge in South Melbourne.
This video is fucking great.
Truck under that awful bridge, that infamous bridge.
It looks like a removalist van has crashed into the Montague Street Bridge.
The Montague Street Bridge, the notorious Montague Street Bridge. Montague Street Bridge, more than 100 vehicles have slipped into the overpass
This fucking
in
bridge.
the past 6 years alone.
Oh my god, that
There's a
bridge! It's
staggering
the
number of
bridge!
incidents for what looks like a standard rail bridge. So I wanted to understand how this came to be and how this particular bridge became such a large feature of Melbourne life.
That bridge said, I'm hungry for some trucks. Beep beep.
Built in 1914, the bridge was built for the railway line which connected Port Melbourne to the city. And trains ran over this bridge until the 1980s when the line was converted into light rail, and now it hosts the 109 tram. Now, it's no exaggeration to say that many people have fallen in love with the saga that is the Montague Street Bridge. Time Out named it the second best
love
bridge in the
Montague
city.
Street Bridge.
It has its own
It's so
fan Twitter
good.
page. It has its
It's
own
so
beer,
fucking
and it
funny.
regularly stars in local radio.
I mean, this guy's a triple threat. I mean, he's gone in with a rental van and come out with a convertible. This is a Melbourne hero.
Yeah, let's have a look at its Google Maps page.
What's more
And I can
impressive
assure
is
you
that the
if you
bridge
don't know,
has
that is a
taken
lot of
106
reviews for a
vehicles and
suburban
not
rail.
broken. Exactly. It's fucking
And you also
wild.
note that it has a website. How many days since the Montague Street Bridge has been hit.com? And I think this is...
Wait. How many... Hold on. Let me just switch the scenes real quick so I can Google this without doxing myself. How many days has it been since... What was the link? The spell that. Goose Street Bridge has been hit. God, what a fucking long title. No! What do you mean I can't find the site? Where is the site on this? Come on, where is it? How do I copy this? Damn it. No.
It.com.
No. How do I... Wait, maybe if I Google it. How many days has it been since Montague Street Bridge has been hit? There's the website. It's been 4. Look, current champion. Oh my god. This is great. Who built this fucking website? I Current status, recent loss against Monty Balboa. Is that the driver? Average streak every 45 days. Median streak 27. Okay. Skewness 2.5. Okay, that's crazy. Oh my god, here's all the times it's been like hit. Streak? Holy shit. $127. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the current champion. Someone took that picture. And an excavator's escapade. Oh, there's an excavator on that truck. Oh shit. It has stats and everything. That's fucking funny. That's actually fucking hilarious. It has 127 streak. Oh god, that's great. Wait, that means it was hit on the last day of July. Damn! Alrighty. Oh wait. Oh, on the 4th of July. Never mind. I did my math wrong. I forgot what date it was. It's the 8th for us now. Oh my god, it was hit on the 4th. Imagine if it updates now while we're watching it. That's funny.
And I think this is my favorite piece of.
Can you post the link? No, Google it yourself.
But I wanted to know, how did we get here? How did this?
I had to go through the work of Googling it. You do it. It's called a how.
So when it was
how many
built,
days has
the
it been
Montague Street
since
Bridge
Montague
was
Street
actually
Bridge
taller.
has been hit?
And what happened is that in the first couple of decades of last century,
Oh,
this
disposal.
area
Shut up.
here would regularly flood, and people couldn't actually travel through here and access the railway station. So what they did in the 1930s is actually raise the ground up right here by about 2 feet. And what that did is, of course, made this area less prone to flooding, but it made the distance from the road to the bridge shorter.
But I really wanted to understand this for myself. So on a grey afternoon, I plugged the address into Google Maps. I noted that it had been 11 days without an incident and headed across. And just looking at it, it does look like any other rail bridge. Perhaps with the only clue that something's unusual is a sign that says what to do in case of an emergency. VRoid, the government's road agency, claimed that there's plenty of signage, and I wanted to see that for myself.
Oh my god.
And it's true, they did put up a warning sign. Here, 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 here.
Oh yeah, he was doing this all during COVID.
Here, 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 here.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those signs driving through the city. It's very well,
Although, to be fair, this one does have a tree that's covering it. That's a lot of signs.
Yeah, there's so many signs going up to this area alone
You've really got to be a dickhead
that it's like
every sign to hit a bridge.
Yeah.
I think this is why people respond more with Schadenfreude than with outrage. This is not a neglected piece of road. You really do need to miss a lot of warnings before you knock the top off your truck. But I don't think this explains why this bridge keeps getting hit. But I think this map gives some clues. It shows the height of the overpasses in the inner city of Melbourne, and you can see that the Montague Street Bridge is lower than any other bridge in this area. And let's have a look at this couple of incidents. You can see here and here, higher vans and higher trucks. So here's my theory. Drivers do know how high the bridge is, they just don't have any idea how high their vehicles are. Renters, new drivers, these are people that are probably driving the vehicle for the first and maybe only time, and they just happen to choose one of the few roads where this is an issue.
Because even the bridge has a low clearance. Yeah, you have to like take out the air in your tires if you get stuck under it.
Now this is a gantry.
It's so funny.
And the paddles are the
It
same
just has,
height as
yeah,
the
it's
bridge
pure
itself.
ignorance.
Yes, now it wasn't just signs, it was time for something physical. Costing $800,000, these barriers would let drivers know that they would not make it under the bridge.
And yet people still hit the bridge.
Premier named Gandalf the Grey. It got not one, but two.
Gandalf the Grey.
And this was it. This was the last option to solve it
That's
once
fucking
and for all.
great.
This gantry and these big rubber ballards gives them quite a message that they're in the wrong place.
Make no mistake, the Montague Street Bridge is pure evil. If anyone manages to get stuck under this thing after that, well, I give up.
So had they done it, the road engineers, the government, the Premier...
Yeah, it cost 800k, holy shit, million.
But
It would have been mainly due to the labour and like all that.
I don't think they're going to make much difference.
And I really think you know the answer.
Truck has hit the Montague Street Bridge for the first time since new preventative gantries were installed last month.
Can't go out, it's already I lost my job. Oh, you lost your job? Not really, just kidding.
And as the Premier said, there's not many more options. Sydney has an amazing system that detects oversized vehicles and projects a stop sign on a wall of water.
What?
Putting rubber on a stick costs almost $1 million. I have no idea how much that would cost.
Holy
But enough
shit.
of this and back to the bridge.
A water's free, bro. Like, relax. What's happening?
I'm not joking. I've just turned around and there's a vehicle that's stuck right now.
Yes, I had timed my visit with an actual police. Now, by now, I'd seen the sign. I knew what to do in an emergency.
He's got himself
Don't
stuck,
snitch!
so I'm gonna
Let him
call
at least
the
try and
police
get
for him
free!
now.
Don't snitch!
I'm at the Montague Street Bridge.
So I was on the phone to emergency services watching
Oh
the
my
driver
god,
try to
that
make
must
his
have
way out.
made that driver so anxious to see a guy on the phone with a camera pointed at him. Look, he's trying to steer out! Get out, man! Run! Oh, he's able to clear it! Holy shit! Run! He's a snitch! He's a snitch! Go, go, go! Oh, this guy's guiding him out! Yeah, see, they're doing the right thing. They're trying to clear the traffic. Meanwhile, he's going like, hello, please? Please? Get out! Go! Be free from your fate of the Montague Street Bridge! Yes, mate!
Driving off, hoping he wouldn't get fired, no doubt.
Yes, mate! He lives another day! The bridge did not consume his
Police
soul!
were quick on the scene.
Oh my god.
So Yarra Trams, the organisation who did an inspection of the bridge.
Oh, holy shit. Hello, Toby! Welcome, welcome! We're watching some Aussie videos.
The police mostly thought it was funny that I was there to research this issue and watch an incident happen.
Oh, that must have been a really great day. Do you think the police get hyped every time it's got something to do with the fucking bridge? Like, yo, Toby! Officer Toby! They did it again! They hit the bridge!
And by that, I of course mean to how many days since the Montague Street Bridge has been hit.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Sherry, and I'm doing a series.
Yeah,
on
the
the
reason
untold
you're meant to
stories of
culture
Melbourne
zero
and
though
beyond.
is
So
because the
subscribe to
bridge's
see more.
integrity can be yeah. Don't never come this way, bro. It's fucked. Is there another one? Is there another one? Oh, the border mistake. Yeah, that's my state. Oopsies. If you throw coins in fountains, Australian city don't have town squares. The bike disaster, the fake bridge. Yeah, we could watch a lot of these. Not the bridge of police calls.
Everyone has their hobby. Me, I like maps, and I especially like borders. The weirder, the better.
I think this one's going to be a bit more boring. He's sitting at home. He's not actually in the field. There we go. There we go. And that's how you know they're going to be entertaining when he's actually out in the wilderness.
But O-Bike was no normal bike share scheme. In fact, it lasted less than 1 year in Melbourne and caused chaos on the streets.
Oh, I remember this. Oh my god. Watch the fountain one.
Story about a shadowy
10 thing, 10
millions
thing.
of dollars of misappropriated funds, and I try to answer the question: what happened to thousands of O-Bikes?
I want to see the fountain one. You have no control here, man. Suck my nuts.
Sitting here overnight. And here's how you O-Bike. Download the app, pay a $69 deposit,
69?
and it seems the optional step was this: dump or vandalize the bike.
Plenty of people have complained about the new yellow O-bikes being abandoned.
I
on
remember
Melbourne
this. This was so bad when it happened.
Because of these incidents in terms of vandalism, but we are confident that we can change that.
That's Chethan. He was the communications lead for O-Bike, and I think he had one of the hardest jobs in Australia. His role was to confront the media and plead with people not to destroy the system.
Now, I can't show you every incident because it would take way too long. So instead, I've put a little montage together that tries to sum up 1 year of O-Bikes.
1 year of O-Bikes. Holy shit! Yes, mate! Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh, that bin! Stop putting them in trees! How to O-bike. Oh my god.
One of the challenges for any bike share system in Australia is that of helmets. Australia is one of the few places in the world that mandates helmets for all cyclists. When Boris Johnson came to Australia, when he was Lord Mayor, he was
Ones
talking
piled
up the
all
Boris
together
bike
are so
system
funny to
really
me.
widely used in London, and actually said that helmets would dissuade people from using it. And in true Boris fashion, he took a ride in Melbourne, not wearing a helmet, and got called out for it in the media. Arnold Schwarzenegger is someone else who was famously pulled over by the Melbourne police for not wearing a helmet. And if they're not going to give the Terminator a shot, there's no way that share cyclists can get away with not using
They
a
really
helmet.
said, the Terminator, let's make an example out of you.
A bunch of these, and their approach was to simply clip these on to the bikes themselves. And how did that go for them?
Helmets. Now, I had a caller earlier saying he'd seen plenty of bikes with no helmets. What happens with helmets?
We were surprised to see that too many of them were getting nicked. As a short-term
Being
solution,
stolen.
Yeah.
So how many helmets have been stolen?
I would say, so, about 40% of the helmets are stolen out there.
So is 40% 400?
Yes. It is. It is quite high. Yes, that's why I mentioned it did catch us with surprise.
I just can't imagine this scenario working out. I mean, I think there are.
Now we've just got a problem with the
options that work
scooters.
well, but that's where
They're
there's
going
a
around.
dock to put them. 40% of the helmets have gone missing within the first.
Because people are
week.
just
I
zipping
can't
around
see it not
speeding
ending
and
badly.
shit.
And this dockless feature would cause real issues.
We're not sure how these came up to end up in the middle of Albert Park Lake.
How?
Parks Victoria Rangers think the ride-share bikes were put there overnight by someone in a small boat. They have since been removed.
And in a city that's so well known for its street art, artists are in on the action, adding facts to their toolkit of different artistic mediums.
Okay, that's kind of
Oh,
cool.
how very Melbourne. Grungy graffitied lane on one side, $1 million house on the other. Around the corner, this. 11 dockless O-bikes arranged in a rainbow.
And that's a good thing about Melbourne, you can, from any corner, you get this kind of
Oh yeah, we love that right here in Melbourne City.
And of course he loved it, but he had to do his best.
A bicycle.
Please don't turn our bikes into cool art routine.
Very
Do you think,
Melbourne-ish.
like,
But at the end of
people
the day,
in 1,000 years are
it's
gonna look
not
back
there to
on
be-
the internet
be
and see
used
this
for that
wild
purpose.
shit
great use of the O-bikes.
that we
Good
left
idea.
behind?
And while this piece of art was short-lived, it wasn't just street artists who got in on the action, comedians had to go too.
I think it's fair to say we've all been walking around the city at some point and thought, I wish I had a red or yellow bike to trip over. We have a bike dumping system. You take the bike, ride it around, then dump it wherever you like when you're finished.
This is the Yarra River, and this is the place most synonymous with the dumping of O-bikes. And in fact, it became such a problem that the O-bike company had to hire a boat and fish the bikes out of the Yarra.
Hidden beneath the Yarra's surface, dumped and damaged O-bikes are dragged from the water.
Yeah, that was the worst part, because the Yarra is...
As you can see, this boat is already...
Okay. The Yarra is a very interesting river in my state. It goes from... See, I'd pull out a map, but I'm afraid I'm going to fucking dox myself because of the way Google Maps works. But basically, it goes all the way from the city, right? If you were to pull out a map, it goes all the way from the start of the city all the way up through the Yarra Ranges, hence it being called the Yarra River, because it goes all the way to the Yarra Ranges. And it's literally... It's so weird because people think it's brown because it's polluted when it's not. It's just the sediment being in the water and the minerals that float to the top of the water, and then underneath it's actually very clean water. But Google Yarra River map. Oh, true, right, let me just switch scenes, that way I can actually do that so I don't dox myself. Yarra. Ooh, I want to spell Yarra with a J. Yarra. River. No. Images. Okay, let's see. What the fuck map is this? Oh, that's if the water level dropped. Okay, that makes sense. But that's also not what that would look like. Hold on, let me show. As someone who used to be a sailor and therefore had a depth finder, that is not accurate. You want to know why? Because we have channels here, right? This is West Channel, South Channel, Twitch. That's accurate. But there's also a drop here where it just drops suddenly 20 meters. It'll go from like, I don't know, 15 meters to suddenly 25, 35, 45 meters. And it'll come back up again and then it drops again. So that's fucking cap. But this is the map of the Yarra River. And this is the Yarra heading up here. Right? It goes right up through here. And these are like, you know, the fucking other rivers going out. And then this is the catchment, which is the people who I guess use the river's water or whatever. I don't know. Or like who are considered a part of the Yarra. I don't know. I don't know what Yarra catchment means. Maybe I'm fucking full of shit. Who knows? But basically, this is Yarra River. And you can see it goes really far. It continues past this map. It just continues. But basically, it goes all the way up into the mountains. And I've actually swam in the river before. If you go far enough into the mountains, the water's actually really nice and clear. It's a slow running river. The problem is you gotta watch out for like wildlife and shit. I remember, because obviously I've lived in the States most of my life, right? I lived here most of my life, right? Same with family members, where I know someone who would say that they grew up next to the Yarra when they were a child. And they're like an old person. They would be easily in their 80s, 90s, right? And they were like, oh yeah, I remember when platypus, you know, used to be in the river. So there used to be a platypus population somewhere like in this area of the river, which is real wild to me. Because like, I didn't even know that. I have not seen a platypus in person. Like in the wild, so it's kind of cool knowing that they could be out there. And a lot of times you can find the common yabby, but they're kind of getting rarer and rarer because people keep fishing for them and hunting them and eating them and oops, you know. Yeah, it's just wild. But yeah, like this river, it's so clean, and then when you get to the city, people think it's really dirty because of the color. You know, you see it's a brown river. People just assume it's a dirty river. Like dirty, seedy river. But it's actually because of the sediment. And the minerals in the water. It just floats to the top. And so you got a layer where it's like, you can't see through, but underneath it's all clean. It's really interesting.
25 O-bikes have been picked up in a
and it's nice to know that we have a clean river that everyone thinks is fucking dirty.
all the way down towards Richmond.
Because imagine all the people that would be jumping in for a swim if they thought it was clean.
What is what we
right.
know.
That you'd have problems because there's not much ways of getting out of that river. And not only that, okay, for context, as someone who is a sailor, right, and has sailed all the way into Docklands and you know, taken boats into like the Yarra River, through the city, stuff like that. During certain seasons, when ships come in and out of Docklands, they sometimes bring in swarms of harmful jellyfish. And you can't see them because of said sediment floating at the top of the water. So, do you want to be swimming with a bunch of, like, fucking jellyfish? And I mean swarms, right? I remember, because there's a phenomenon. If you, like, whether you're watching live or a VOD watcher or whatever, if you ever go to Melbourne, go to Docklands, and during certain seasons, you might not see it all the time, but there'll be certain times where, like, you'll see this. It's like a weird phenomenon that happens, and people assume it's because of the ships that come in, they bring in swarms of jellyfish because of the currents and whatever. But there is a phenomenon where if you put on sunglasses and look down at the water, you can see the swarms of jellyfish that would otherwise be invisible and completely naked to the eye. But if you put on, like, sunglasses, for some reason you can see them. I'm sure someone out there knows of the reason for that, but, like, I remember, like, being like to my dad, like, but if the water is so clean, why can't I swim? My dad gave me sunglasses and all I saw was swarms of fucking jellyfish. That haunted me. I can't unsee that image. I was like, wow, holy shit. Are they deadly? But yeah, like, it's so
And I think
It's so
they're some of the
interesting.
most iconic pictures.
I wonder
of
if
this
other
bike.
harbours
And at the
had
time,
that
it's what a lot
phenomenon,
of
because
people
I don't
spoke about.
know.
Bikes being thrown in or fished out of the river.
Because I know Docklands
So
has
2
it
years
because it's a
later, I
dead
wanted
end
to know,
harbour.
is it
So they
possible
just
to
all
go
get
O-bike fishing?
flushed into there and then they get
cat
stuck.
myself an aquatic O-bike. To do this, one of the first places I started was the mystery of the Albert Park Lake bike pile. Now, I know this area well, it's in my neighbourhood. Now, in my research, I couldn't see that anyone had actually pulled bikes out of the lake. They had the Yarra, they had the Maribyrnong, so my theory was this. If people have put the effort to getting them onto a boat to the middle of the lake, surely some of them might have ended up at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first things I did is I checked the Albert Park Lake website, and it turns out that fishing is allowed in the lake, but only for licensed recreational fishermen. So, 5 minutes and $10 later, I was in. And you better believe I signed up for my free fortnightly copy of Fish E-Facts. And I recruited my friend Glenn to get in on the action, and like all good projects, we headed to Bunnings to start building out our O-bike fishing rig. Then we headed to the lake.
Fishing for
Now, it had rained
O-bikes.
in the day or two before we were
You're
there.
throwing
and
them far,
visibility of the lake
mate.
was just
Look at that line.
And the first attempts were a bit of a failure, catching only a log or two. So I live nearby.
This
and
is
did some
so
jogging
dodgy.
During the lockdown period.
That's
and
just
saw
marine
something that
boat
I
just
think is
using
an O-bike.
bikes.
So we're gonna head there.
They're just going for a
and
swim
try
at the
our luck.
bottom. They're just going to work.
So while we couldn't see anything, I did try the spot where I remember seeing something which looked a bit like a bicycle. And I'd caught something. Now, if it was an O-bike, the 2 years of sediment build-up and my complete lack of gym routine meant that I personally couldn't move it.
How many years ago
so
was
I
this?
tagged out with Glenn and took over the filming.
This was like,
And this was
that
it,
bike
our
would have
first
been there
O-bike.
for like
Or
4
maybe more
years
correctly,
now.
our first half
Had he not pulled it up.
It was a good feeling to have a win. And by now we were buoyed by our success. So we had another go, and we quickly found something else. Now this time it was properly stuck, and genuinely needed both of us. And this took a lot of effort to get out. Oh, it's a twofer, is it?
Did we do a
Yes! He got 2 for the price of 1! Yes!
And it was a double header, as we recreational fishermen say. This was quite the catch.
This must look so weird to like a random onlooker. Ew, look at the sediment. It's
A
fucking...
lot of people in the park really liked what we're doing and stopped to get
Ew,
photos.
it's like fucking black mud.
So we took the bike home, gave it an initial clean-up.
I know
to see how
places
useful it
like
was, and 2
that
years in
lake
lake is
they're
not
at,
great for any bike, so
Yarra.
it was in pretty poor condition.
Yarra has the black mud
So
at
to
the
answer
bottom
my
as
own
well. I
question, it turns
know.
out, yes, O-bike fishing is
Patterson
still a viable
Lakes,
hobby.
Morialek,
At the start of
they
2013,
have the black mud.
councils
Frankston
were getting more
is
concerned about the
pollution.
business. Yarra O-bikes
Um,
had become a citywide meme, but I wanted to understand
somewhere
what was
else is
happening more on the inside of the
pollution.
company.
I only
And I thought
know
there was
that
one person who
Yarra, that lake he's at, Patterson Lakes and Morialek has the black sediment at the bottom of the water.
The head of marketing, involved with the conversations
It's
with
so
the
weird.
local councils. I did a lot of media, especially the days when the bikes were pulled out of the river. You know, there was a lot of media attention, and it was part of that storytelling. It was a model. It was quite brave or brazen in the sense to sort of go.
What if the
too
river
soon,
is
too quick.
completely brown? Oh, that would be cool
But it
as
was,
well.
you know, it
Well,
was an
the
effort
meme,
nonetheless.
the meme
I
is
wasn't sort of
it's just at
thinking
the
about
surface.
O-bikes I was always thinking
Like
about
the
bike
Yarra
sharing.
River's
So
color,
my message was
it's
always
all
about
completely at the
how
surface.
can
It's
bike sharing
doesn't
be
it,
implemented into
like the river's
Melbourne,
entire color. If you were to
like
picture
Melbourne
it like
or
at a
cities
side
around
scale,
Australia, and then
it's not just all
you
shit
know, how
sitting
do
at the
people
top,
take it,
and then the
and
black
how
mud
can you sort of
sediment, and then
transition- have
underneath
that
there's like
smooth
all this nice
transition,
water
but
that's clean.
Obviously, you know what happened.
Obviously, there's pollution here
Japan was a
and there,
legend,
like
which had a
it's
lot
a
of
city,
interesting
like
stories
come
about
on.
his time there.
But
Even
like
though he
it's
had
actually
introduced a hell of a lot
relatively
of
clean
sustainable
water.
transport, could see what was wrong with the company and the business model. So we quit and actually took some time off to recover. It was in the months following this that things took a darker turn and really started to go bad.
The attackers, who were on O-bikes, spotted their victims on the other side of the Yarra and rode over to rob them.
Oh shit.
And that bike goes fine. Head stop. Get the off the truck.
Bicycles have previously been used in other parts of the world as bombs, and that could be repeated here.
He's being asked to help hunt down a vandal who threw a bicycle at a metro train carrying 120 people.
I forgot about
the
this.
O-bike was thrown from the William Barrack Bridge in...
I'll be the one to have to say this, but I think this shows the thin veneer of civilization that we are living under. It's Lord of the Flies for share bikes. Like, we can't be trusted with our own, making up our own rules. Like,
I'm with Rick, it's end of civilization.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
A lot of the analysis at the time seemed to say this was a good system that people treated poorly. And this was most commonly summed up as, this is why we can't have nice things. It was such a common form of analysis that I really think it's worth reflecting on here and actually deconstructing.
Oh my god.
Is this true? Is that a good summary of what happened? Or is it a little bit more complex than that?
Firstly, the we in that phrase implies that Melbourne or Australia was an outlier in this program. And while it's true we did put our own artistic spin on things, the fact is that every country that had O-bikes had similar results. It's worth noting that Melbourne has had bike share systems both before and after O-bikes without these problems. Melbourne academic Peter Chambers analysed the scheme and produced a fired up and in-depth article about it. And the central thesis was that O-bikes was never really about bikes. In fact, the most spot-on commentary at the time was by then Mayor Robert Doyle, who said, "Let's get this plain, it's not a bike share scheme. This is a way to generate enormous amounts of venture capital. That's their business model, the whole point of it. This is a kind of a shadowy organisation. There is no investment in Melbourne, in urban infrastructure in Melbourne, no rates, and they are privatising the public realm."
Yep,
This is a company that
$69 to
secured
ride.
$45 million in venture funding and launched a cryptocurrency. But how well did they resource this program in Australia? Well, while it was always a small operation, it's believed that when it was in its final phase, they had one single employee for all of Australia. And it wasn't long before the government would clamp down.
O-bike plague has been declared an environmental issue, with the EPA stepping
One?
in. The
Just one guy
Singapore-based
in
operator will be
Melbourne
fined
to handle all this
$3,000
shit.
if O-bikes blocking footpaths aren't removed within 2 hours.
This isn't about cycling, this isn't about bikes, this is about a business that's come into Victoria with no regard for our environment.
The company's been notoriously difficult to contact and didn't respond to 7 News requests for comment.
So in their dying days, how did they respond?
Holy
well, one of
shit.
the things they did was take the refund deposit button off their app. They then changed their terms of service so they could take your refund and convert it to 16 months of VIP membership just days before they shut the program down. And then the inevitable happened.
Bike share company O-Bike is closing down in Melbourne.
Much maligned share bike operator O-Bike
See
could be
ya.
about to abandon Melbourne less than 12 months after setting up on the city streets.
Hallelujah, O-Bike is the latest to go under.
And it wasn't just in Australia, the whole company went into
Hallelujah, it's gone.
transferring $10
Get the bikes out of here. Get back to
of the country
walking.
Hong Kong in their final days, with police investigating the misappropriation of funds. And they still owe millions of dollars on refunds to users.
So with O-Bike
God.
withdrawing from the country, with the company going into liquidation and with unpaid deposits, you might think that that's where the story ends. But as I researched this, what happened next was one of the most surprising things of this whole crazy story.
O-Bike wasn't the only big bike share system to go under at this time. So this means there were tens of thousands of bikes in China that were suddenly being liquidated. An entrepreneur from Myanmar, Mike Van Tuan Nguyen, saw this as an opportunity and he swooped in. Recognising the need for transport for poor kids across his country to access school, he saw this as a once.
I wonder how the e-scooters are going, because I know those still think I still see them in the city every time I go and visit. They're quite wild to see. I mostly see them being used by students, but that's because a lot of times I've gone during the city. I've been times when like schools like finishing up and kids are going home, which is wild because a lot of the times I've seen kids 50% without a helmet. Yes! Victory! Victory! Bikes! Bikes! Some good came out of it.
And now over to you.
Do you think any of them have been in the river?
Anyone who loved or hated O-bikes, or maybe someone who threw one into the Yarra. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more and follow along with what we do.
This is why Melbourne's biggest street was wiped off the map.
This is Swanston Street. It's one of the busiest and main streets in
Why
Melbourne.
is the quality
There's
down?
something
I'm
unusual.
sorry, chat.
This is Swanston Street. It's one of the busiest and
I
main
love
streets in
Swanston
Melbourne.
Street.
But there's something
Every time I
unusual
go to the
about
city,
it.
I
If you try and
always-
find it on a map,
it's always
just
just
not
because
there.
of something in Swanston Street.
In this video, I'm going to explain why Swanston
There's
Street
so
was wiped
much
off
to
the
do
map
there.
and
Like-
why cartographers and map makers might.
If you're just a tourist, right, you can do pretty much everything, and just Swanston Street alone, that's how good it is, especially food-wise. Especially food-wise. It's so good, so good. And like, I know there's Victorians in the chat right now who can agree with me that Swanston Street is pog. That's what he's going to discuss. Thank you for the water reminder, by the way.
Might want to rethink their decision. Swanston Street goes back to the 1830s, right back to the start of the design of the city of Melbourne. And as you can see, it appears on the early maps of the city in the original Hoddle grid design. Now I'm currently located on Swanston Street at the northern end of the CBD. Now, I'm going to go from here all the way to the southern end and show you some of the iconic sites that are on this street for two reasons. Firstly, to show you that it really does exist, and two, to show you there's so much happening on it that it probably deserves to be on a map. And it does feature some pretty iconic places,
I went to
including
Street
City
before
Baths,
it was
which is actually a
wiped
swimming
out.
pool, State
Yeah.
Library Victoria, Melbourne Central Station, Chinatown Archway, City Square.
Okay, Chinatown in Swanston
Swimming pool,
Street.
State Library Victoria,
is-
Melbourne Central Station, Chinatown.
Okay, that there, best food outside of the Greek district. Best food is like right back there somewhere. If I went there, I could probably find it, but there's a restaurant back there that's really fucking good.
Archway, City Square, and I made an extra video talking about that, Melbourne Town Hall, Young and Jackson Pub, Federation Square, and probably Melbourne's most famous building of all, Flinders Street Station.
Flinders Street! Oh, there's a whole story behind Flinders Street Station that apparently
Swanston
it's
Street is
designed
the
to swap
largest
to somewhere
tramway in the entire
in
world.
Europe, which is
If
why
you
it
have a
looks the
look
way
at
it
map,
looks.
You can just see how many different routes go down here. Basically, I think there's a very strong argument for this being on a map.
Wiped off the map.
Let's have a look at a couple of maps of
Yeah,
the
there's
city.
so
we
much in
start
Flinders
with
Street.
Google Maps. You can see here where Swanston Street should be. If you zoom in enough, it does appear, but despite being one of the main streets of the city, it only appears the same size as one of these tiny arcades. And it made news when Google took it off in 2012, and here's how The Age reported it then. Melbourne Swanston Street is a shadow of its former self as far as Google is concerned, and no one can explain why. And when they asked a Google spokesperson, here's what they said. I flagged it for the Maps team for correction. You should see an update soon. Well, it's almost a decade later, and there's still no sign of Swanston Street on the Google Maps. And I did like this response from City of Melbourne, who
Like
was
the
quick to
bar
point
pub
out
that
the
was
street was in
amazing,
fact still there,
just
even
in
if its
North
status had
Australia.
been diminished by Google. And if we take a look at Apple Maps, we get a very similar response. You can see the parallel streets and this big gap where Swanston Street should be. Again, if you zoom right in, it will appear, but only as a tiny street or alleyway. And I'll show you one more. This is OpenStreetMap. And at this resolution, there's no street really visible at all. And in fact, you can only make out where it is due to the tram line being shown. So this is a real phenomena, and not just one glitch or one bug on one side. So what's going on here?
I know the reason, but
Swanston
I'll let
Street's
him
changed
explain.
a lot over the last 150 years. One of the biggest changes started to happen in the 1990s, when it was made partially car-free. What that meant is that personal motor cars and buses and freight were only allowed in certain spaces at certain times. But one of the biggest changes happened in 2008 when Robert Doyle was made the new Lord Mayor, and his original vision was to bring cars back to Swanston Street. But instead he did a full 180 on that, and instead put it out to planners to come up with a new vision and a new design for the street. What they've come up with is basically what you can see now, and I'll run
It's
you
not
through
the
what some
only
of that
street that does
design
that in the
is.
city either.
Firstly,
There's
you
like
can
another
see the
one
huge
near
distance and areas
Myers
for pedestrians.
that does the
Probably
exact
double
same
what it
shit.
would normally be. It's around 8.5 meters. We go further and you can see that it's actually a bike lane. And what there is in this part is a raised part for the tram stop. So this is an accessible tram stop, trams in the middle, bike lane, and then pedestrians on the other side. So as you can see, it's almost entirely car and vehicle free.
Lord Mayor mean? I guess mayor, but better.
And it's been a nearly universal positive thing for the city. As you can see, it's very busy right now. It's
He must
great
be
for
like
retail,
ahead of
for
the mayor
hospitality.
somehow, but even then the
It's
mayor's
even been a
the
case
head.
study of what good urban design looks like. But what does it mean for our maps? What the cartographers seem to be doing is weighting the roads not by how big they are geographically or how many people use them on a given day, but their infrastructure for cars. So the more lanes they have, the bigger they'll be. So Swanston Street, a road that can now take no cars, is not seen as very big or significant. And if we go back to these other maps, it really does look like this is what's happening. For example, this map from The Age, you can see here Burke Street Mall. And this is a pedestrian mall between these 2 points. And as you can see, barely visible at all. And when you know what's going on, you realise that Swanston Street's far from the only place around the world where this is happening. For example, in Copenhagen, the Stroget
It's great
is one of the largest
no,
pedestrian
because
streets
otherwise
in
it
Europe.
feels a bigger
used by
street. If you were to
80,000
follow
people
Google
per
Maps,
day. But if we
it
look at
would
it,
take
it barely
you
makes
through
the
there
map.
and you would
this
get
is true
lost.
from other pedestrian malls around the world. Carnaby Street in London, or the famous Tiananmen Street in Beijing. This is Elizabeth Street, and it's just one street parallel to Swanston Street. And it's also starting to go through the process of becoming more pedestrianised.
How many years ago was this?
In fact, where
Yeah,
I'm standing
okay,
right
so
now
it's not done.
used to be a road not long ago.
Oh, is that
so is
why
it
there's
also going to
works on
disappear
it?
from the map? And if so,
Oh,
this
I
is where
see.
it becomes a real
To do
question
with,
for cartographers. The cities are realizing that pedestrian-only areas attract more people, they're more pleasant to be around, and they clean the air quality, and they're just nicer. So this is definitely a happening
That's
trend.
weird as fuck map-wise.
Paris has just
yeah. It
announced
does
the
make sense, though.
Champs-Elysees, one of the most famous avenues in the world that goes right up to the Arc de Triomphe, is becoming car-free, which poses the question, will future maps of Paris not have the most famous street in the world on them? I think that maybe cartographers should rethink this and start to value places than more than just how many cars they can hold.
No, I don't think so, because there's a reason for that, and that's so you don't drive somewhere you're not
If you enjoyed this
supposed to.
video and after more content, I just put together a series with Griffith
That's-
University.
it's
I had a
quite
great chance to talk to
self-explanatory
some of their
why it is.
academics
It's so you
and
don't
tell some
drive somewhere
stories
you're not
about
supposed to
the
drive.
domestication of
Like-
cats, gene therapy and how it might be used to cure cancers, and even...
Oh. Yeah, oh my god. Is there another one where... let's see... Got extinct. Oh yeah, why cities don't run north or south in my state. Yeah, the controversial artwork, Yellow Peril. Let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. Melbhenge? Okay, that's when the sun does its like thing and it looks really nice. I've seen that before. It tripped me out once because I didn't know what it was. Peak hipsters. There's also one where it's like a train on top of a building. Oh, unless this speaks about it because there's like hipster shit there. There's like you can eat in a train on top of like this building in the city.
I'm on Easy Street in Collingwood, and Melbourne has a reputation for having
Collingwood.
And this came to a head right here. This was the exact point.
No, it's still on the map, just not as obviously shown on the map. What we should do instead is have a new way of showing places that aren't true. I agree.
2015. And this photo truly went viral, and all of these folks were being branded as skipsters. But was it true? Was gentrification coming to our
Because bike-wise, Google Maps will send you through there. It just knows cars can't go through there, even though looking on a map-wise, it looks like they're on a small street. Yeah. I need to get a bike.
And part of me understands why this is considered peak Melbourne. This is where the skip bin
Peak
was,
in Melbourne?
It's
Is it a peak in Melbourne?
a place where you can get a beer or a burger.
There it is! Holy shit! I fucking called it.
Top of a building.
So let's dive into what
trains.
This incident took place at a time
How did
when
I know
concept of
that? Oh my
hipsters was
god.
at its peak, and hating on hipsters was just as popular. To give an
Yeah.
example of this, during my research, which mostly involved
Our city's
typing
known for our
hipster reviews
hipsters,
in
I'm
various search
sorry.
engines, I came up with this unrelated tweet that kind of shows my point. So this image was picked up by a popular meme account, Brown Cardigan, and that resulted in thousands of comments and shares and likes. In 2015,
You
just
do?
as hipsters was at its peak, so was BuzzFeed, and turning popular
What's
social
that
media
supposed to mean?
posts into
What's that
articles
supposed to
was
mean?
their
Arr!
thing.
Arr,
And it was
woof,
this
woof,
image
woof,
that
bark,
topped
bark,
the
woof.
23 photos that prove that Melbourne
Hi
is the
there.
hipster capital of Australia. And this reminds me of a passage from Eat, Pray, Love of all things, where Giovanni recommends a pizza place, and given that
It's
the
def
best
worth
pizza
getting
in
an
the
e-scooter
Philippines
bike
and
instead
the best
though,
pizza in the world is
even though if
Italy,
you got to save
which means
longer
the
or
best
buy a
pizza
second
really must
hand,
offer,
yeah.
I'm almost too superstitious to say it, the best pizza in the
Where
world.
I'm living right now though, I'm
So
too
if we
far
take
out
this
for a
5-year
bike to be
BuzzFeed
kind of
list that
worth
was fact,
anything.
then
Everything's
why
pretty much
wouldn't
in
we?
walking
And apply this line of
distance.
Elizabeth Gilbert
But I feel
thinking.
like if I were to
If this is the
move
most hipster period
somewhere
in
that's
history, and Melbourne is the
more
most hipster city in the country,
like
and this is
higher
the most hipster
density,
thing
I
in
would definitely get a
Melbourne,
bike.
I'm almost too superstitious to say this. This is the most hipster moment in Australian history, caught on camera. But I wanted to understand the truth behind skipsters, and to understand a skipster, you must befriend the skipster.
Oh.
My name's Katie, and I'm a skipster. I used to work at Co-Design Studio, which was the urban planning not-for-profit that did the infamous park in a skip.
Katie was featured in a lot of media articles about this, and her organisation, Co-Design Studio, was involved in pop-up placemaking and urban design projects, including creating park
Oh, I
lots,
remember
that is, turning
these.
car parks into regular
I remember those. They
And
were
a lot of
so
what this
pretty.
work
There was
actually
like a
involves is
few
getting permission from
near the
councils.
Victoria Market
If you're a
years
community
ago
member
that were
and you
really
wanna do
nice,
something
and we
cool
sat at
in
them
your
for coffee
neighborhood, There's
once.
enormous amounts of red tape. It's not intentional, but it's just really difficult to get stuff through council sometimes.
When Ian last applied for an outdoor dining permit, how long did it take?
It took about 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
So it was out of this frustration and a fun idea that led to this incident.
So we had this skip delivered a day early to clean out the garage. And one of our interns was at a loose end, and so without really warning us ahead of time, I had just put the AstroTurf in the skip and thought it would be cute. And one of us came down to check on her and was like, this is amazing. Actually, this just cost us 20 bucks. We could just make a parklet right now after a year and a half of trying and make a point to council about how easy it could be.
So while the picture may have implied that they were sitting amongst the rubbish, it turns out the skip with its artificial grass and seats was actually quite lovely. So while yes, the whole skip's the thing did form part of the narrative, the media stories did cover off on the issue of the use of public spaces.
It is deeply absurd to have lunch in a skip because there's nowhere
especially
else to
with
sit. Like,
how
when
much
we have lunch in this
I don't
neighborhood,
think I would get
we
an
just sit in the
electric
curb.
thing.
Somebody from council
I think
actually
I'd definitely
pulled
get
us up and
something
said, "Oh,
push.
you see what you've done there."
But I'd
It's
have
not
to be
project for
careful
you.
because of my chronic fatigue. Like, I won't get a bike
And
that
that
will
was
cause me
definitely the best
to
response.
excel energy.
Now, this idea of parklets
But I
is a
also don't
global
want something
concept,
that's too
with these car park
expensive.
takeovers happening all around the world, particularly for an annual parking day event. And that brings us to today. As the city emerges from lockdown, there are the dual challenges of trying to keep people safe, but restarting the city's cafes and restaurants.
And Melbourne City Council have announced a massive plan to revitalise the city and to get the hospitality industry back on track with outdoor
To be honest,
dining.
I wouldn't even call this steakhouse a bar or pub that North Australia smoked foodery is that good. Damn, that's like half the country. Sheesh. Wait, you're shitting on whoa, you're shitting on fucking pub food? You're shitting on bar food?
Thank you, City of Melbourne, for bringing back the soul and
Wow.
love in the city.
And the councils know that they've been slow on this issue in the past.
Electric is
but there
so
has been a
worth
need
it.
to act and to act fast.
It pretty much
There does
replaces
need
a
to be
car
some
unless you're
urgency with
doing
this.
really long
We
distance.
don't want bureaucratic
Oh, really?
delays. We don't want arguments and debates.
There is no public space that we won't look at, and if it makes
Okay.
sense to use, then we'll be
How
making
much
it
is a
available
e-bike?
so that we can turn it back on.
Then we need to become a city of...
Because I
yes.
noticed cars have gotten more expensive in Australia since we don't make our own cars anymore. They're all imported now. So cars are getting more expensive in Australia, so a bike might be worth it.
Like the skipsters, showing how these transformations can be done.
Why should a place to park a car?
I'll be
or a
honest,
place
I
to go
don't really know how to
be
manage
more
a bike.
important
I would have to like
places for
ask
community
around.
together?
Because
Although
I'll
they
be
still are
honest,
known for that
I
whole
don't
eating
know how to ride a
Friends
bike.
who live in Adelaide, and they were
I've
saying,
never
"Oh my
really-
gosh, isn't Melbourne
last
awful?
time
Did
I
you
owned
see about
one,
those idiots in the skip?"
I fell and cried, and then
So when you
my
think
dad
about it,
never
maybe
took
the
me
most
bike
skipster
riding
part
again.
of what they did was simply that they were eating in car parks.
I don't think he could handle me like crying
I'm
over
Julian
it.
O'Shea. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed this. There's more unknown Melbourne
Energy
videos
wise,
coming
it'll
up.
come out a
That's it
lot
from me.
cheaper than fuel. Oh.
It is inherently absurd.
That's I like the
There's
sounds of
a bunch
that.
of dum-dums sitting in a bin.
I actually like the sounds of that. Yeah. My goodness. Has it really been an hour of just us watching videos? I thought it had only been like 10 minutes. What? Oh shit. Oh, Kafka. Trailer. I forgot we have to watch this because someone requested it earlier. Oops. I hope they didn't fall asleep. I didn't know it had been an hour. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna watch this trailer. And no, I didn't see it earlier. I skipped through till the end to see if there was like a date or something. And it just shows me as watched it, but I haven't actually seen it. I basically did like that where I skipped to the end, but it like registered as me seeing it. I don't know how much an e-scooter bike is, but it's definitely worth looking into. I can give good guidance. Thank you. Oh god, you don't know how to ride? When I fell and cried, my guardian beat my ass, grounded me, and took all my stuff till I learned to ride. That's some boomer logic right there. That's some peak boomer parenting. You had the good treatment. Holy shit. How to say I was raised by boomers without saying you were raised by boomers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember it was because of, you know, when you go on the street and you ride up onto the curb, right? And it's got that little lip on the edge of the curb where it's like, you know, like, where it's no longer level the ground, goes back to curb. So my training wheel apparently got caught on that and caused me to fall, and it scared me so much that I didn't want to ride my bike anymore after that. And rather than encouraging me to keep trying, my dad just gave up. He It was like, oh, that's fair. Fair fear. 3 words and located in Cannes. I've been there twice. It's been amazing. Cannes is actually really good. I do agree. I've only driven through Cannes. I've never stayed. Okay, so this is the Kafka trailer. So pretty. Oh yeah, sorry, Ben. This character has like a spider theme.
Don't be afraid.
Close your eyes.
Wasn't me. Wasn't it you who invited me?
Imagine liking the game and there's a character with a heavy spider theme. Couldn't be soft.
The silk is too fragile to be a threat. Unless you're more fragile than the silk. Case in point.
Yo.
Mommy?
What? Listen. She's what gave us life, okay? What I said is completely justified and sane thinking, okay? And if you disagree, then you're cringe. Fuck you.
Destiny has thousands.
This is so pretty looking.
Why does it choose to wear this one? Stealing a glance. Now then, where are you hiding? Sooner or later, the curtain has to fall. As for the ending, wanna take a guess?
This looks like Star Rail. Yeah, it is Star Rail.
Heads or tails? What's your answer?
This is Honkai Star Rail, yeah. Is there other trailers? A lot of them I've just skipped through. I haven't actually properly watched them. Subdura. Death Approaches. Go watch this. This looks interesting.
Why did the quality drop? I didn't permit you to drop quality, you bastard!
So this is Blade. I haven't seen him in the story yet, but I know his name from the memes. Oh, this music. Anyway, I gotta go to bed soon.
Oh good, good night, gamer.
This music is nice. Yo, Hoyoverse music is always S tier. It's always S tier, dude.
They declare me guilty.
I don't know what kind of drugs they take that make their music just so good, but it's always amazing.
They've fallen too far for their lofty Xianzhou ships.
Ooh. So he's just a death character. Who is that? Huh? Long Tiếng?
Until your sin is cleansed, my vengeance will pursue you.
What is this flute? Hold on, go back, go back. Listen to the flute that's like really high pitch. Kafka calls him Bleedy. Yeah, that checks out. Listen. What is that instrument? That has to be something Chinese. Easily.
Until your sin is cleansed, my vengeance will pursue you.
Whoa. Holy shit. I gotta go to bed soon. The riddle of the best steakhouse, even if I call it that, is no other than rattle and hmm. Ooh, rattle and hmm. Ooh, I'll Google that later. That sounds really good. Anyways, good night, Cammy. Oh, good night, gamer. Good night, what the fuck is my recommended? What the fuck is this? I tried my best to not expose my recommended to you guys, but what the fuck is that? What the fuck? Hello? I want to click on that, but I'm afraid what it's gonna be. But yeah, I think that's it for me. It's like 10 p.m. It's late at night. I didn't realize an hour passed. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have you guys wait so long. Oops. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Genshin and the React, and then also the update to the project. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's been a long one. It's definitely been a long one. Yeah. Good night. Oh, so now Stream Elements decides to actually post shit. Oh my fucking god, Stream Elements, like, actually do your job. What the fuck?